Hello everyone and welcome to the live stream of the Kent Women's vs Surrey Women's game here at the St Lawrence and Spitfire Ground. I am Cameron Emmanuel Burns. Some of you may have heard me, had the displeasure of hearing me on the Kent Cricket Podcast, but I'm delighted to say that I am joined by, it's a bit weird saying ex-Kent Women's keeper because I really think we might see her soon. Really, she should be out there. But I'm delighted to say that I'm joined by Molly Davis. How are you, Molly? And are you looking forward to this evening?
I am. It's going to be a great one, I think. I think it's a good crowd in, and you're being very generous with my introduction there, Cameron, I must say. No, I've seen some of your stats. They are worldy. And I believe you even have some insight of playing against this foe. I've heard many times that someone's played at the Oval. Yes, this has come up early. I won't lie. Very early. But yeah, I have. I think I was about 14, 15 when I played Surrey, and it was brilliant. And it was at the Oval, and yeah, it was a great debut, and I can't complain.
Well, looking now, I guess, to this evening's game, it's a beautiful evening here in Canterbury. You know, the crowd is filling up. Is there, any chance we should see some more? How the ladies going to feel playing in front of a crowd this evening?
I think it's just got to be excitement. I think they're all in that dressing room now, sort of itching to get out there and get started. I mean, to play under lights at the Spitfire Ground, it's what they all want to do, especially when you've got that Kent jersey on. So I'm sure they are all very eager to get out there, and I suppose everyone's going to want to win, but so eager. Absolutely.
So I guess we should mention that about 20 odd minutes ago the toss occurred.
It did, yeah.
And, not a great omen, we lost it. And Surrey have inserted us, so we'll be having a bat. How do you think the ladies will be feeling about that? How do you think Megan will feel that we've been sent into bat?
I think notoriously the deck here is good, and it's generally a high scoring wicket, so I don't think the women are going to be that disappointed. Again, shorter boundary on the leg side, so I think they're definitely going to be wanting to be positive early and definitely make good inroads.
Yeah. And can you give us, because I know that you've coached a few of the players coming out here today, so there's no excuse for them. But give us a bit of insight. Who's to look out for? Give us some names.
I mean, I think obviously I can't take any credit for what they've done. I think a little bit, but they're all players in their own right. So Ella Darlington is definitely a name I definitely look out for. I know this year she's got a brilliant 150 not out against Hampshire, so I'm sure she'll be definitely itching to get out of the crease. And there's a lot of talented cricketers on that list. Daisy Brandon, one to name as well. Great offie and definitely very capable with the bat. So again, this is two names that I've had the privilege of coaching, and I'm sure they'll be desperate to get out there now.
Yeah, and take us a bit through the season as a whole, and a bit of, I guess, the structure of this game, because I know it's a friendly, right? This one
is, yeah.
But you were explaining to me beforehand, there's 3 competitions that the Kent women's side are in.
Yeah.
And how have we been doing this year?
I think it's been a good season for the girls in the sense of opportunities have been good. I know a key factor for a lot of the coaching staff was to get youth in the team, get that experience out there, because the hard yards they put in over the last couple of years is like a reward. But yeah, the 3 comps they have, obviously the Women's London Championship, Women's County 50 over and the Women's County T20. I think it's been pretty mixed. I think they've definitely had weather affected games in the lovely British summer.
It's been shocking this year.
Yeah, I think maybe they might say, results haven't gone their way all the time, but I would definitely say from a perspective of coaching and players, there's been lots of positives to take from it, especially individuals as well. The growth they've had as well as a team, but as personally, it's been spectacular.
Yeah, and I guess we shouldn't, spare a word about our opponents this evening. It's the oldest rivalry, us with Surrey. How have they been getting on? So let's look on T20 form, seeing as this is a T20 game.
Yeah.
I believe we came 7th in the T20 comp, but Surrey didn't fare that much better.
I think they finished around 6th, which again, there's not much in it between us and Surrey in that sense. So I think it'll be a very evenly matched game this evening, and I think, who wants bragging rights over a Surrey-Kent game? I'm sure they will be itching to get that win. That's it.
And as someone who has played for Kent,
yeah,
if anyone's listened to the podcast, they know that was a dream of mine. I'm just living vicariously through the players. What is it like playing in front of the fans here? Is there a home advantage for the ladies going out there this evening?
I think definitely. I think to play obviously at the Spitfire, everyone here is definitely behind the women. So it's obviously a home advantage. But again, I think, Surrey, I've seen a few fans around as well, so it might be pretty evenly matched.
And what I would say to anybody who's listening to this and thinks, I just cannot bear to listen to them for much longer, please do come down to the Spitfire Ground, because there's plenty of seats, even though they're filling up, and it's such a lovely evening. Like, where else would you rather be? And, Saved by the Bell, it looks like the batters are coming out to the wicket, the umpire's already there.
Yeah.
And so this should be Ella Darlington and Emily Thompson.
I think, looking at the picture, if my eyes serve me correctly, and the sun is directly in them right now, so I think it is Charlotte Pape and Ella Darlington.
No way. Is it
It
Charlotte?
could be Charlotte Pape, but don't quote me on that yet.
Well, we'll wait and see.
We'll wait and see.
Everyone stick to me, because if it is Charlotte Pape, I've got a cracker of a story.
I think it is Charlotte Pape, I'm sure they're so excited now.
Because, this is a beautiful place to be, but where we've been set up is right in the sun right in our eyes. So it's a bit hard to see exactly who it is.
The chances of me getting burnt tonight are very high, and if anyone who knows how well I burn, it will be about half an hour's time and I'll be like a tomato.
So you may just have to bear with us as we try and work out exactly.
I think that is Charlotte Pape.
Darlington and Pape.
Oh,
you smashed that. Thank goodness you're here. It's
my one positive input already.
And yes, so it's Claudie Cooper opening the bowling from Nacton Road End. And she is bowling to Darlington.
Everyone looks very ready right now.
Yeah, it's just a few movements in the field.
I think we're pretty much good to go, which is exciting.
And a steady start there. Off spin of Cooper, kind of jagging in, hitting Darlington just high up on the pads. Oh, there we go. Kent are off the mark with a beautiful little dab backward a square just behind point for a lovely couple there.
Do you know what? I'm surprised that didn't race away. Notoriously, it's quick along here.
But she'll be happy to get off the mark.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Everyone knows that feeling, especially in front of a crowd. Solidly in behind that one. How important is it to get off to a good start in the power play?
I think it's probably the most crucial part. I mean, both teams are going to want to make inroads in both departments, so positive as possible, really.
It's hard to really predict, but what do you think is a good total in the power play? After we see another lovely late dab racing away, and it brings up our first boundary of the evening for Darlington. Beautiful.
I think you've got to be looking at anywhere between 8+ and over. That would be ideal, really. Building restrictions, you've got to try and sway it in your benefit. So, I mean, Darlington has set off lovely, so I don't think she'll have any complaints as of yet.
When you've played, do you go out there with a mindset? I've seen you open the batting quite a few times to Kent. Do they tell you we want to be at a certain stage at the end of the power play?
2 seconds. I think they sort of leave it down to batter's preference. Like, everyone knows you want to get off to a flyer, and everyone's going out positive. So as long as you don't go within yourself and make them positive movements, that's sort of what you can ask, really. A bit of luck as well.
Well, yeah, indeed. Just through the gate there from Cooper, bowling Darlington. 6 on the score, 6 for 1. Not ideal.
I'm sure she'll probably come and find me later and say it's the commentator's curse, so I'll have to front that one out.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say prior to the game that I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm a little bit of a good luck charm for Kent this year. I've only been a few times to see a few of the T20 games, and we've won the majority of them, which, this season, I think that's pretty good going. So I'm hoping to be a good luck charm this evening.
I'm sure every Kent fan will think that as well.
Yes. Not exactly the start I was hoping for. But, okay. And so Coco Street walking out to bat. She's had a very good season for Kent, top run scorer. What's the confidence that she should come out with this evening, do you think?
I'm sure confidence will be high, to be honest. And again, even though, she finds herself maybe at the crease a bit early than she would probably want to be, it's an opportunity, and you've got to sort of take that with both hands and run with it. So the confidence she'll have, I think, will be good and proactive, more or less.
Well, I'm wondering when to give my Charlotte story.
I feel like now's as good a time as ever, isn't it?
All right, good now. All right. Well, a number of years ago, showing my age a little bit, I think about 6 years ago, I worked with her. Well, I'm praying she survives this ball so I can continue my story.
So it looks like we are ready to go again. Pape is ready to face her first ball. I'm sure she'll be thinking about reacting positively. Here we go. Oh, that is struck very well through cover and has raced away for 4. I mean, that's what you want for your first ball, isn't it?
What a glorious shot. That is top notch.
I feel like you can, your story now has got legs.
All right, here we go. Let's try. So yeah, I worked with her at a summer camp for international students.
Nice.
And she was so lovely.
That has just got through the gate and taken her off stump. Did
that get up?
I think it kept quite low.
Yeah.
But I'm a batter, so I'll always say that.
That's very...
this is very unlucky.
It's very unfortunate. Well, to try and lighten the mood, I'll finish with...
I feel like you've started
the story that on a number of occasions, when I was locked in the campus, she would go and fetch us ice creams.
Nice.
Honestly, what a hero. So, even though she'll be disappointed this evening, she's always a hero in my eyes.
Valid.
Yeah.
Question is, what ice cream was it? Fair enough. Here we go.
So who's this?
I believe this is
Thompson.
It looks like it's Thompson.
Who was down to open originally.
Yes. There's obviously been a Kent strategy there to drop her down a little bit, I reckon.
Mm-hmm. How is that then as an opener when you're down to open? I guess really it's not, it's only 7 balls into the game, but does that change your mindset till now? Obviously there's 2 wickets down.
I think slightly, but obviously Thompson's found herself in the power play quite early, so mindset wise, take away the 2 wickets, it's pretty similar to where she'd usually come in. Here we go. Thompson just fends that away to point.
Is it a bit early to say that it's kind of a rebuilding job?
I think.
Or do you still go hard?
I think there's an element of preservation here now to work out. I think don't go in yourself and be positive, but let's limit risk. Or just stop there. There's some movement behind the bowler's arm. Here we go. I think Lewis is about to restart. And that's pulled away to deep square leg, and just for the 1, I believe,
Getting off the mark. That's what's important.
And this is this Street's first ball as well, I believe. So 2 new bats.
If you are Surrey, you are putting the squeeze on here.
I think Surrey's going to be, their tails are going to be up, aren't they? They're going to want to try and sort of really put the claws in now.
And who are the bowlers from Surrey that you would say to keep your eye on?
I think, obviously, I'd be rude to say not the 2 when they've just started. Just fended away by Streets there. I think, if my memory serves me correctly, both teams have a very good cohort of spinners, which I think could definitely play a big part today. So I think watch out for definitely the Surrey spinners. But so far, the 2 seem we haven't done a bad job.
Yeah.
Here we go. as Streets just plays that into the covers for no run. That's the end of the over.
So yes, the score is 11 for 2 off the first 2. I think it's, like you say, let's just have a partnership here.
A little partnership, a little rebuild.
Yeah, ease the nerves a little bit.
I think these two will definitely be having that conversation now about just how they're going to go about it, just to ease that nerve in the dugout over in the corner.
You must have played in a few games where the top order have gone pretty early.
That was usually me, so I don't think but in the occasions I stuck it out for a bit longer. It is definitely a rebuild situation, but it's just being confident in it and trusting your ability, really.
Absolutely. Lovely sweep there, just for 1 out to deep square, bringing, is that Streets back onto strike?
I believe it is, yeah.
Yeah, the sun is absolutely blinding at this angle. Oh, and Cooper's just beating the outside edge there. Not much turn there, just on with the arm, it seems.
I think it's just gone straight on, isn't it?
Yeah. That's a my special when I'm bowling at the weekends, yeah. Get the batter's feeling it's going to turn. Never does. Oh, no, that's a nav one bowled. Streets attempting a sweep. And bowled by Cooper.
I think it's...
was that the right shot selection? I guess we've just seen a sweep a few balls earlier, but at this stage, I guess if you hit it's the boundary. It is a good shot. You miss it, get bowled. Not ideal.
I think the positivity's there and it's good to keep pressing on, but I think...
Kent are now 12 for 3.
I think it's assessing the situation a little bit. It's definitely going to become a rebuild now for the players. It was that thing I go back to about assessing the risk but still being positive.
No. Well, it brings Kaya Clark to the crease. A few 50s this year.
Exactly.
Again, and what I would say is any batters coming out in this situation is you've got plenty of time to bat. If I'm honest with you, all my fellow players at Joyce Hive Green on a weekend are always wishing for the demise of the top order so they can have a good go out in the middle. So the batters coming in now, they've got plenty of overs, haven't they?
I mean, it's an opportunity, isn't it? I mean, the amount of times I've walked out and someone shouted at me, "Time, you've got time."
Exactly.
So I think it's exactly that. So hopefully these girls, and women I should say, are taking that time on board.
Solidly in behind that one for a first ball from Clark. I really do think now, 3 down in the power play, it may not be quite what the neutral wants to see, but it's time to knuckle down.
Yeah, exactly.
Bit shorter, a bit wide. Oh yeah, there we go. First wide of the evening.
The arms have extended.
There we go. That one seemed a bit quicker. Pushed through a bit.
I think she's looking for that. That's another wicket for herself, isn't she?
Again, I like it. Solidly in behind there. It's been a very good start from Surrey, it has to be said. Both bowlers bowling accurately.
It's the dream start, isn't it? I mean, I'm sure Amy Gordon, the captain, would take 13 for 3 at the beginning of the day.
Yeah. Once again, solidly in behind there. And that's the end of the over. Kent are 13 for 3. Halfway through the power play. Look, it's not all doom and gloom just yet, is there? I'm sure there's plenty of batting to come.
Exactly, and I think as well, positive mental attitude for the team, and I think they get through this tricky period and then come out on the other side. There's still batters in the shed, a lot of powerhouses as well. I mean, Thompson is... she can hit a long ball, so let's not be disillusioned by that. And, Kaya Clark is also the same as well.
Yeah.
So
it's just about setting them up.
Yeah, digging your heels in.
The partnership here.
Yeah. And that was well worked through mid-wicket by Thompson. And she will pick up a couple there. Perfect. And Thompson brings experience to the crease right now. And I think that's just going to help that dugout settle a little bit, which is good.
It's perfect for this situation. I don't think they have to go looking to manufacture shots to the boundary. Turn over the strike, build up this partnership.
Exactly. Lewis comes in again. That's well bowled and just played into the point region by Thompson for none. I mean, what does Gordon do here? Does she stick with the two openers that have proven well, or does she look to mix it up a little bit?
Well, if you're saying that Surrey have quite a strong spin bowling attack, I would probably keep with Cooper.
And that is, again, played to the leg side of a shorter ball for Thompson, just for the one. This is good. This is what Kent need right now. They need a rotation of strike, build them runs up, and just apply a bit of pressure to Surrey.
And that can be done just through singles and twos.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I think I would keep on Cooper from Nacton Road End. She's bowling really well, really tightly.
Yeah. Oh, that was well bowled by Lewis. I think just beating for pace a little bit there.
And good hands behind the stumps.
Yeah, you can't fault that. I mean,
as a keeper yourself, any words?
I mean,
or is that standard stuff?
It's a good take, I can't lie. When you hear that sound from here, I'll be proud of that.
That's true.
Ooh, that was well bowled by Lewis and blocked out by Clark. I mean...
Yeah, I do think this is right. I think some fans will be hoping, for a bit more impetus, but 3 down.
I think you've got to build your innings. I mean, these two can both hit a long ball, so like I said, get them in and see where it takes us. Here we go. Oh, that's well bowled again by Lewis, just beating the bat of Clark.
Alright, let's see if I was right with my prediction. Is Cooper staying on?
I think she'd be gutted to be taken off, no?
I think it's looking pretty likely.
The sun's out, and I must say,
the sun is out.
I am gutted not to see an ice cream van after your story of an ice cream.
I know.
Problem with mine?
So, yeah.
Like, if anyone wants to walk around with an ice cream for us, be most obliged.
Yeah.
But it does look like it's Cooper to continue.
You are right.
Great decision from the skipper, I'd say.
It's now properly exposed.
Yeah, Thompson's just rocked back there, a bit short again, punching, but for no run out to cover. Kent's still 16 for 3. Cooper coming back in. Nice bit of drift, but a lovely sweep shot out into the deep, and have a single there. So they're persisting with the sweep, even after the last dismissal.
I mean,
but again, if you get it correct, great shot.
Exactly. I mean, Surrey now do have 2 sweepers, so it's a good option for one.
I think Clark will be disappointed with that shot. The dots were piling up there, maybe the pressure was building, but Cooper again, bowling straight, bowling tightly, building up the pressure, and she's gone through Clark's defensive there for a duck. So that is 4 down.
I mean, from here, Cooper's bowling well, obviously she's got 3 to her name, but from where we're sitting, I can't see a great deal of turn.
See, I don't think it is much turn. I do think it's just accurate.
It's just going straight on, isn't it?
Straight on. Pressure does funny things.
It does. I mean, to be fair, I think Thompson's had the right idea here, just to wait, because there's been a couple of short deliveries, work the field. I mean, get out the power play is the first objective, no?
That wicket brings in Daisy Brandon, who, from what I can tell, has scored a load of runs this season.
She had a good season when it comes to definitely age grouping into the senior stuff. I mean, she was a name I said look out for, so I hope Daisy is going to live up to my hype here.
Yeah. Let's be honest, this is a big partnership now for Kent.
Massive, absolutely massive. I mean, there's still batting in the shares. You've still got Megan Bout to come in. I'm sure she'll be wanting to get out to the middle, especially as the captain to lead from the front.
But not for a while yet.
Probably she wants to just be sitting tight for a bit longer.
Yeah.
Megan.
But hey, once again, as we were saying before, just build a partnership. As easy as it says, sitting here.
I think the goal has to be here is to work Cooper around, but let's not give her any more.
Well, Cooper's going round now to the left-handed Brandon. And again, if there's not much turn there, you just have to be careful for playing for it. It's going to go scooting in, aiming at those pads.
It's going to be a quicker ball, isn't it?
Oh, down the leg side. Missed by the keeper. Runs here. Love to see it. Is that 5 wides or 4 wide?
I think it will be.
You know, that's very handy for this.
I tell you
Kent
what.
total. It's rocketed up now to 22 for 4.
I tell you what. Speaking from a keeper perspective, I'd be gutted with that as wide.
Would you be gutted with the keeping or the delivery?
I think it's more the delivery. She's bowled so well as well.
Back in. That was the right side of the wickets that time. Touch wide again. Brandon looking to cut. Successfully taken in by the keeper that time.
Very good.
Nice and straight from Cooper there. Blocked out to cover from Brandon. Got bat on ball. Always good as a batter. Feel that bat on ball.
It's just getting that bat on ball early, getting the confidence up, and then waiting for that release shot. And then once you've hit that, you're feeling pretty good.
I must say, I've got confidence in Brandon, just purely for the bat well. Lovely again. Just waited for that one, dabs it out, but straight to point, so another dot. And Cooper finishes her third over with brilliant figures of 3 for 14. Kent are 22 for 4 after 5.
I think Cooper's not going to be disappointed with that. It's a great effort, and Surrey have really applied the pressure early doors on Kent, and I suppose it's the response now. We have faith.
Absolutely, we have faith. As a running prediction, will Cooper finish her first spell, do you think?
I think if I was her, and I'm no by any means a bowler, and many people can agree with me with that, it would be give me the ball. I want to keep going, but I think is Lewis continuing as well? I believe so.
It does
So
look like it, yeah.
Gordon has stuck with her 2 openers, which is not a bad shout when Kent are 4 down.
Yeah, going so well.
Yeah.
Pile on that pressure.
That's well played by Thompson. That's through the covers, and hopefully that should race away. And it does. Perfect. That's a great shot, and that is what we need.
That's a gorgeous shot off the back foot. All timing there.
Should be happy with that. Tell you what though, Cameron, the crowd is piling in right now, which is good to see.
Yeah, great crowd building up here. Great support.
Let's see what Lewis is going to respond. Oh, I think a very scampered through for 1.
Or was a bye?
Oh, it's a bye. I thought she nicked that.
I heard something.
I'm sure Thompson would deny all knowledge of nicks if she did.
As a keeper, again, would you deny it a nick, even though you've had the bye placed against your name? Is it worse to drop a catch?
Oh, that's a good one. I think if you don't want to admit to the missed opportunity. A bye's a bye. I'd be gutted either way.
But again, extras
We're taking.
helping.
So Brandon is going to face up for her first delivery from Lewis. Lewis is running in. It's a full ball, and she's hit that straight to cover. I think fielded by Amy Gordon, if I'm correct.
It's quite tight in there on that offside. No quick singles in there.
I think they're just trying to apply that pressure even more, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
So let's see how we're going to respond. That's played lovely. Unfortunately for no run, but struck well by Brandon to mid-on.
It's one of those lovely shots for none, isn't it?
Oh, honestly, I've had too many that have sounded lovely but have gone nowhere.
Always frustrating when that call goes out on a Saturday. Lovely shot for none.
And that is struck well again to mid-off.
Interesting that Lewis here has decided to go around the wicket.
I think she's definitely got a tactic going on. She's got a deep third man, so definitely looking to go across to batter and probably play in some form of nick for the keeper, especially with the keeper standing up. Oh, and she's just pulled out. I don't think so. It was quite right there.
Mind games. Love it.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure.
Oh, she's going over.
Oh, she's changed. Maybe she heard you, Cameron.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, and that's just got up on Brandon a little bit there for a dot. A good over again by Surrey. I mean, I think Thompson's definitely looking to be proactive, isn't she?
Yeah, well, that's the power play done for Kent. 27 for 4. Not the ideal start. However, like we said, this partnership is bedding in now. I think Thompson is looking right at home out there, and Brandon's just getting into it. Still always get off the mark. Hopefully she does. Hopefully she does soon.
Yeah.
So, it's a change. I believe this is Surrey's skipper Gordon coming on.
It is. Spin again. I mean, like I said, Surrey's spin cohort are very good, and we'll definitely keep applying that pressure to Kent. Right now, if we have, I think Brandon, if you can stick it out there with Thompson, then this is all good things for Kent.
How many overs do you say you're aiming to this partnership to continue for? Probably another 8. I mean, of like turning over the strike. That first ball there has been pumped out to backward square, a bit short there from Gordon, and Thompson up to 11.
I think these two players are going to want to be seeing this into probably anywhere between the 12th and sort of maybe 15th if they can keep building and keep being positive. Like I said, there's powerhouses to come and people that are not shy of hitting a long ball, but I think right now they're going to want to keep them in the shed because use that power later.
From what I can see, again, blinded, I think only 3 fielders have been placed out on the boundary. All nice and slow there. But there we go, Brandon off the mark. Beautiful shot, backward of square. That's a lovely boundary there. I tell you what, some of the boundaries have been gorgeous,
Have been pretty good, and I'll be happy with that if I pulled that off. So I'm sure that will release a lot of nerves for Brandon right now, and again, just puts it back a little bit on Surrey here.
But yeah, they're keeping the squeeze on with only 3 out. Right thing to do, and Kent 4 down. There we go. Pitch a bit short again. Brandon rocking back onto the back foot, punching it through the covers. And they thought about 2, but just the one to deep cover.
This is good. I think the confidence builds, and that's what we want right now.
Absolutely. Just got to tick over the scoreboard. Get that boundary. Get off strike the next ball. Every coach's dream. Again, touch short. Thompson rocking to the back foot, smacking that away to deep square, but just for the single. They've got that well protected out there. But again, it's a good over so far for Ken. It's, we've rocketed up to 34 for 4. Bit quicker that time from Gordon. Again, slapped away, but straight to point this time from Brandon.
Yeah, it was definitely a quicker ball. I think Gordon, she's going to look to pitch up a little bit more now, maybe a little bit too short early deliveries, but I'm sure she'll come back here. Oh, no man card.
Oh, I know a few Saturday leagues, village leagues, I'll be proud of that one. Slower again from Gordon, just tapped into the leg side, a well scampered single there. Lovely stuff, great over.
Smart cricket by Brandon there.
Yeah, no. Again, now we're up to 35, and it just settles the nerves a bit when you get a bit of a partnership. They're taking the runs over.
I think right now it's from a Kent perspective. Let's just push the emphasis back on Surrey. Ask some questions of them, of the bowlers, and let's get the skipper thinking a bit about field placements.
I think especially when you've had, it's fair to say, a somewhat difficult season.
Yeah.
And then it's the start of this game. It's not gone entirely to plan. Partnership like this is just crucial.
I think definitely. I think the fact that, like I said, the crowd is coming in and there's been already some good noise from a few supporters, it's going to really lift the confidence. I think we have a change of bowler. I think Chatterjee is coming on from the pavilion end for Surrey. So
Keeper standing back here.
So I'm expecting some quickie stuff here.
Were you a fan of more pace on the ball?
Do you know what? I'd always be, if I had to favour it, it'd be spin, especially as a keeper. It's good to stand up and be in the action. But again, obviously seamers have their place, and this is when I say it now, and I'm sure she'll prove me right. That's well bowled. It's worked through square leg by Brandon just for the one.
Perfect. No, just drifting onto the pads there. First ball.
I think this is what we mean, isn't it? Just again playing smart cricket, finding your gap, and then just being there, being at the crease. I As long as you're there, you can score runs.
Absolutely. And now there looks to be 4 out. So we're putting the pressure back on Surrey.
Yeah, I think Thompson's definitely applied that. It's well bowled, and they're going to... Oh, it might be a run out. Oh no. I think the bowler has missed the stumps. So I think at the end of that, Kent scamper, a very risky one.
Yeah, cricket was not the winner there.
I mean, I'm sure the Kent dugout is ecstatic they've sneaked one through with no loss of wicket, but I'm sure Surrey will be disappointed with that.
I don't know if you could call that a good single.
It's a cheeky one, isn't it?
Cheeky. Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
Chatterjee just lets that drift slightly down left side. I think it's going to be... Is it going to be
should have been a single there, but with the last ball probably
a wide ball
still in their mind, they didn't take it.
I'm sure there's a loud call of no there.
Yeah.
But that was a wide, unfortunately.
Well, you say unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, that was a very good response by Chatterjee there. Quicker through, just beat the outside edge of Brandon.
How long will that stick in your mind? Because that was, quite a mess up. Got lucky.
From a bowler perspective?
No, the batters.
I think you've got to forget about it pretty quick. Here we go, Chatterjee did it again. And balls, a slight full toss, and it's been hit away through the covers for 1 by Brandon.
Yeah, again, just the one there.
Yeah, good rotation.
Risking the 2.
Again, another firm call of just the 1, I think. This is good though. This is good from Ken. Gordon spread the field a bit now, especially for Thompson, creating more gaps.
I do think it's a good sign, that there's 4 fielders out now.
Yeah. Chatterjee comes in again. Slightly short, but that has been very well fielded at mid-wicket. For no run, unfortunately. Sounded good.
She does well to get to that, I think, because, again, it's not really got up.
It hasn't. Good field inside, though. I say that, apart from the miss run out. In again. Oh.
Another one down the leg side.
It's another wide. I think it's harsh, isn't it? I think that's just missed the pads.
Well, as a Kent faithful,
I think Kent are going to be...
I think it's absolutely a wide.
Here we go. Chatterjee's running in with a response. That's well bowled. A dot, I believe, out to mid-on. I think from a Surrey perspective now, they've had a really good power play and they're going to want to keep applying that pressure. But I think a couple of loose overs here, it might let Kent back in.
Well, yeah, we're up to 40 now.
Yeah.
And if this partnership keeps developing, keeps ticking over, suddenly I think Surrey will be ruining, having such a good start. The foot on the Kent throat a little bit. So let's just hope this partnership continues to flourish. Gordon going again to Brandon here, the left hand. I don't think there is much spin.
I think it's just going to be speed and flight as variation, and this is when one really grips Cameron, as I've said that.
Yeah. Getting a bit slower. Just dabbed out to the cover region, well fielded, no run. The standard of fielding's been very good, especially in the ring.
It has been.
Well flighted. Well judged singled there. That time from Brandon. Tapped out into the cover just wide of the fielder.
Yeah, I think fielding's been such an emphasis of more recent years, with especially in the women's game, about having that good level and having that as a real sort of weapon of your game.
There we go. Bit of flight again. Lovely sweep shot out to the deep. Oh, a little bit of a misfield. Oh, the taking on the arm off the misfield. Normally not. Wouldn't be recommended, but that time got in safely for 2. Well run.
I think
again, this is a lovely sweep shot after the dismissal.
I know. I'd be worried in that dugout now, but you know what? Thompson's played it well.
Yeah,
and
she has played it very well. Quicker, flatter. Didn't really get bounce up again, straight through the keeper.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Thompson hits a long ball. I think, if my memory serves me correctly, I think she was a tennis player as well. So again, that
Really?
serves quite well.
Flighted. Again,
Yeah.
I'd say a semi-sweet, that one.
Yeah. More of a forehand.
Yeah, forehand swipe out to the leg side for one. Bring the left-handed Brandon back on strike.
Maybe this left-hand right combination is doing quite well for Kent here, moving the field a bit more.
Absolutely. Also, the bowling lines have to change. Flighted. Ooh. Would you put that down as a chance there? Hit firmly past Gordon. She didn't really go for it, but it was in the air.
I think as a Kent fan, it wasn't a chance at all. I'm sure maybe Surrey will see it as an opportunity, but again, it wasn't a bad over from a Surrey perspective as well. So again, we're in the balance here.
Mm-hmm. I know. Again, it's hard to really say for exactly, but what score, if you were in Kent dugout right now in this position, would you be happy with?
I think
44-9.
120 is a runner ball. You've got to be looking at over that comfortably, I'd say, especially here when it runs away, shorter boundaries. But again, the position we're in, 4 down, it changes it slightly. It's a short ball by Chatterjee, and that's played out to deep square leg for 1 by Thompson again. I think Thompson's done this well, isn't she? She's rotated the strike and definitely sort of made Surrey think a bit more.
Yeah. The partnership's progressing really nicely.
This is good.
As we said earlier, we just need this to keep going. 15th, 16th.
Yep.
Allowing the hitters to come afterwards. A bit more freedom.
Oh, that's been played into the leg side, just for the 1. Again, singles will take them right now. Tick over the scoreboard.
I think the more pace on the ball from Chatterjee is actually being milked quite nicely by Kent at the moment.
I think Kent are favouring it, absolutely, because I think Gordon and Cooper have also bowled quite well. So, that's played to mid-off for no run, unfortunately, but it's well struck nonetheless.
Again, off the back foot, that one. Ball not really getting up again.
I think it's done a little bit, hasn't it, the pitch, in sense of bounce-wise. I think Pape's wicket earlier, I think, kept a little bit low from what we could see. Chatterjee bowls that, and that's gone up in the air, and that has been taken by the keeper.
Gotta say, good grab over your shoulder as the keeper.
She's struck that well, to be fair. They aren't easy, especially with the cap on, sun's out and the lights, and I think it was against her for quite a bit there. I think Thompson will be gutted. I think she definitely put in the hard yards there. So I think Brandon needs to, and I'm sure she will, anchor this now.
Bit of a wild swing on that one, getting the top edge.
I think that's how Thompson plays with that freedom. I think she's always been looked into to be positive.
Yeah, I guess it's one of those, as we were saying, just need this partnership, that partnership to have been going for a bit longer, but obviously she felt the need to get on with it a little bit.
Bit of pace from Chatterjee trying to get over it. I think it didn't quite go where she wanted it to, but that does bring, I believe, Izzy Kirby to the crease now to join Daisy Brandon.
What can you tell us about Izzy Kirby?
I believe she obviously played a lot of cricket in her time, and also I believe she is one of our uni students down here, if I'm right. I hope I'm right with that fact.
We'll go with it. But again, I'd say, 46 for 5. The objectives are the same here. Stay with Brandon, build this partnership again, because the wickets are the issue here.
That's the thing with Ken. I think we just need to stick this out here, build the partnerships, and I think Brandon's got a foot in the door here, in a sense of face a few balls, runs to her name. Let's just be confident. Confidence is key, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So Chatterjee is at her mark, ready to run in. Here we go. As Kirby just plays that bat nicely. First ball, cautious look.
How would you describe Kirby? Is an all-rounder? Batting all-rounder, bowling all-rounder?
I think, again, she can do a job with the ball. I think she's taken a 4-fer this year, if I'm correct. Again, I said, everyone these days, they can hit a long ball and hit it hard. So T20 is the perfect time to do that. Oh, that's well That's well played through the offside there, just for the one to deep cover, I believe. And she's off the mark.
Yeah.
Batter's best feeling.
Absolutely, and lovely timing there.
It sounded good, didn't it?
Yeah, raced away.
And nicked the strike as well.
That's the halfway stage for Kent. 47 for 5. Let's hope for a better second half of the innings. You know, we had I'd say good second half after the power play. That wicket there was not an ideal time, especially as Thompson was looking so good and pretty comfortable, I'd say, until her dismissal.
Yeah, I think, maybe that last wicket for Kent has just maybe hurt us a little bit, but I think, halfway stage, 47 for 5, wickets aren't ideal, but there is a foundation to start from, so hopefully we can, the last 10, we can look to build on.
Well, Gordon's continuing, and she'll be bowling for the first time to Kirby.
Here we go. That sun, Cameron, is blinding today.
Know. Flighted again, tapped out to cover, no run, but once, as we keep saying, it's at this point survive a little bit.
Survive and find your gap.
Crunched away by Kirby. That's a glorious shot down towards us.
Ball.
Come on, Molly, come and pick it up, throw it in. Let's see your arm. It's just
not with my wayward throw.
Drilled our way, that one. And that brings up the Kent 50 with a glorious shot from Kirby through long on. That was lovely.
I did say she hit a hard ball.
I like the looks of that.
That's a good welcome to the crease, isn't it?
And after that, straight away, follow the ball with the captain. Gordon's sent a fielder out here. Well played again, just adjusting. It was a bit slower there from Gordon. Tapped out into the covers, quick single.
I mean,
Izzy Kirby's come out here with good intent.
Kirby looks up for this, doesn't she? Sort of, opportunities presented herself here to bat for potentially 10 overs. And she looks like she wants to take it.
Yeah. Again, left-handed, Brandon back on strike. I really do think her role here as the senior batter is be the sensible head.
Absolutely. I think she'll, from what I know of Daisy, take that on.
And right on cue, tapping it back to Gordon.
It's like, I've coached her before.
Again, just this time tapped off the legs. Thought of a single, but no.
Very loud call.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, loud call of no. Oh no.
It's just
Again, all us village cricketers are well aware of that feeling. Ball getting passed around and it's been launched over the bowler. Fielders had to go retrieve it.
To be fair, I think the sun was in her eyes.
Even though she's now been put out to that boundary she retrieved the ball from.
Oh no.
Flighted, tapped out into the offside again. Quick single for Brandon. Lovely stuff. And Gordon got a whack on her hands for a trouble there.
I feel bad for that because they do hurt.
So the skipper Gordon, would you say that she is Surrey's top player today?
I think it's hard to call. I think she's got a lot of games under her belt, a lot of experience, played a lot of age group back in the day, and she was definitely one of the permanent fixtures in that Surrey side. So yeah, I don't think Gordon is short of experience here. But again, a talented bunch, so I think she just leads that well. Who is it? Chatterjee to continue, I believe.
So.
I think that wicket might have got another over.
Well, that's it.
And again, Brandon is still there. Chatterjee runs in here to Brandon. Again, that is played well. Unfortunately for no run, but it's sounding good. She's timing it well.
Timing it really well. Again, another lovely shot for none.
Do you know what? Yeah, either side of that fielder at mid off, you've probably got 4.
Absolutely, like you say, runs away here at Kent.
Yeah.
But plenty of gaps. Just keep on turning over.
Exactly. Fielders have dropped now, haven't they? So gaps have presented themselves. Oh, that is a shout for LBW, but it's been turned down by the umpire, and we have scampered through for a single.
Going down the leg, on the side there. Bit high.
Do you know what? I think it's probably a bit high. It's what I'd say.
Which it's kind of ironic seeing as most things have scooted through today.
Exactly. But again, if there's a couple of, maybe I'm not going to say demons in the pitch, it's probably giving Kent a bit of confidence to come out and bowl on it later.
Yeah.
Chatterjee comes in again to bowl to Kirby. And again, that is just drifted down the leg side for a wide. I do think that left-hand, right-hand combination has caused a couple of issues this evening, just with that line for the bowlers, because they've bowled well.
They have, and as you say, it's often seemed to be when the turn of strike.
Yeah.
And like the right or left-handers, it's come straight that the kind of loose deliveries come, but we'll take them.
Again, that is just played to mid-wicket for no run. Either side, that's runs again. I think it's, from a batting perspective, you're probably kicking yourself a little bit with that,
All the fielders that have been placed on the boundary are all behind square.
Yeah.
So there is definitely value if you get it through the infield. That is racing away.
You just got to be positive and play straight, haven't you? Chatterjee's in again to Kirby, and that is hit again to the leg side, mid-wicket. Scabber for one. Oh, that's good running in the end, and good, well fielded actually at mid-wicket.
Yeah, a good bit of cricket there.
I think, is that Amy Gordon again at mid-wicket? I may have called that wrong, so please do not quote me on that.
Picked up well, launched it in.
Good field nonetheless, yeah. Okay, Brandon's back on strike here. Oh, again the shout.
Optimistic.
Yeah, I think that's a tad high, especially from where we're sitting here at deep fine leg.
It looked like I was almost hitting in the chest.
But again, that got up a little bit.
If you're Pape,
you're
gutted. Yeah.
I think what Brandon's eyeing that shorter leg side boundary here, down the slope slightly. That's where my mind would go. Straight over, long on. Chatterjee in again to Brandon. Oh, again, shorter, played behind square, so that.
To that, yeah.
Well fielded.
Great fielding.
Brilliant. Behind square, and picked up a couple. This is very good by Kent again. Like I said, Brandon's really sort of taken this in their stride.
Lovely bit of fielding there, has to be said. Out in the deep, diving stop.
Absolutely.
And a good bit of teamwork.
Yeah,
passing
great.
off.
A nice,
sorry teammate.
Nice dive on that luscious green outfield. It's probably better than some of the ones that I've had the privilege of being out on.
How much did you field in the outfield, or were you always behind the stumps?
More or less behind the stumps. If I had the privilege of being out in the field, I'd always be in the ring. Slip was a favoured position. But
did you, when you were in the outfield, did you enjoy diving around? Would you have been like that, sprightly, sprinting around the boundary?
I'd love to say I'm the most athletic one on the pitch, but people would probably disagree. If it come to me, I'm not dropping it, but either side, give or take.
Buckets for hands.
We'll go with that, yeah.
Well, change here at the Acton Road end, and it looks like it's Bailey. Again, more spin.
Like I said, Surrey's spin is, like I said, a good attack.
And it looks like leg spin.
It does.
Nice first delivery, that. Just defended there, no run.
It's good. We've just got Amy Gordon down in front of us here at long on. She just looked up at the sun, and I think she's realised that she's probably.
Again, lovely shot from Kirby, using her feet.
That's well.
But well fielded. 2 out to wide, long on. That was good, but again, the intent there, good drift from the leggy.
Yep.
Kirby's used the feet, got to it on the fall. Really liking what I'm seeing.
It's really positive. Like I said, I think she's really up for it.
Yeah. Again, thought again about coming down to it.
Yeah.
Bowler's seen it, speared it in a bit, just tapped away straight back to her.
I think the eyes have lit up with this flighted leg spin.
Dragged down that one, smacked, and it looks like that could be running away for 4 over long off. A tremendous shot there from Kirby. Halfway down, had to be put away, but she did.
This is good going.
Slapped it, didn't she?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it stayed hit, didn't it?
At this point, perhaps it's very difficult bowling leg spin. Wait for those 1 or 2 loose balls, turn over the strike on the other ones, put away the bad ones. Again, up in the air. Is this going to the fielder? No, it's just over. Again, running down to long off, and another 2. Not quite as well struck that the fielder was interested.
Yeah.
But from a Kent perspective, thankfully just drifted over and they come back for 2.
It's a good battle here. I think, Kirby's up for this. And I think Bailey, obviously, she can see her coming, so she's going to want to try and win this.
Both long on and off are out now. Oh, tremendous. Lovely stuff. Field's been put out. Kirby just taps into leg side for a single.
This is cricket.
This is brilliant cricket. And that finishes the over winner 67 for 5. 13 overs in. And that 120, if Kirby keeps on going the way she is, we could surpass that.
I'm sure the Kent dugout right now, nerves have been eased ever so what. And I think in the best possible way. It's probably asking some questions of Surrey now.
She's striking it over 120.
Yeah.
And she definitely looks pretty comfortable against the spin. Like, she likes to use her feet, it seems.
Yeah. I mean, it's a change of bowling now for Surrey. Berry is coming on from the pavilion end. Looks like we're going to see a bit more seam. Which has been interesting, isn't it? Sorry, because they've taken seam from the pavilion and all your spinners have bowled from the Nackington Road.
Well, that's it. It's been interesting tactic from Gordon. All the seam from the pavilion end.
Oh, that is well bowled by Berry. And unfortunately, it's gone away for 4 from a Surrey perspective. 4 byes, unfortunately.
I was going to say, I'd less of this, unfortunately. That is just... We'll take this. But yes, no, that one again. Not as much bounce, would you say? Tough for the keeper?
I think it's doing a bit from this end, isn't it? I won't lie. Keeper looks like she's going up now. Maybe she's thinking that it didn't carry.
Yeah, keeper Blinkham Jones said, I've had enough of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming up to the stumps.
I tell you what, when you get 4 byes to your name as a keeper, you want to leave it there. There's no more you want. Trust me. So Berry runs in again. And that is a wide ball by Berry. Well left by Kirby.
Yeah, that's a well-judged leave. Hearts in your mouth a little bit before the umpire's giving it wide, thinking, oh no, have I just left one in a 2020?
That's a fine, isn't it?
I once mistakenly left a free hit in a 2020.
Oh, that's a very good response by Berry. That has caught Kirby up there in a tangle when it's a dot ball. That's what you want, isn't it, if you're a Surrey fan right now?
That one even looked a bit quicker.
It does. Did you just say you left a free hit in the T20, Cameron?
Yes. There's actually nothing to add to it, to be honest.
Oh, that's been hit to point by Kirby for no run. Again, it's a good response by Berry.
To be fair, she's, well, apart from the wide, has had a very good start to her little spell here. 4 byes wasn't on her.
No, exactly. Here she goes. Oh, that's just been...
Is that another wide?
I think it might be a leg bye.
Wide it is.
Unfortunately.
Commentator's curse. But I'll take it.
That is just ticking the score over for Kent now. It's 74 for 5. Kirby's sort of getting her feet under the table, as they would say here, which is good. And, Brandon's still there as well. So this is good from a Kent perspective.
And if you think they've only got one over of Lewis to come.
And Cooper as well.
Mm-hmm. So they can look to attack these like 5th, 6th change.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. The dot ball there by Berry. At what point do you think Kent here goes through the gears in the sense of 74 for 5? 13.4 overs gone. Obviously, we only have 5 bogey's in the shed to go. When do they look to be a bit more attacking?
I'll be honest, I think you're still getting to 16th, 17th over.
As well here, that's a quick single by Brandon there, and they've snuck through.
Bit of a wild throw there.
It was. Do you know what? I suppose good running, pressure on the field, and it's paid off.
I think that's perfect. Like I say, to the 16th, 17th, like push the ones and twos. Mm-hmm. The poor ball come hit that for a boundary. We know there's been a few extras. Yeah. That will tick you up towards 100, and then from there, hopefully you've still got the 5 in the shed. Yeah. Then you can go and attack.
Again, it's just been played into the offside by Kirby for no run.
That's a tidy over.
Yeah, I don't think Surrey are going to be that disappointed. I mean, there's a couple of wides and there was 4 byes, but all in all, it was good.
Mm-hmm. Well, 14 overs through. Kent are 75 for 5. Are they sticking with the leg spin?
It looks like it.
I believe Brandon's on strike, so they again turning into left-handed. Perhaps if Brandon is thinking about getting a wriggle on, would probably be to the leg spin, you'd imagine.
I think they're going to try and definitely attack Bailey here. I mean, the question is Brandon going to try and anchor this, and is Kirby going to go in the sense of attack the leggy here?
I think if I was the Kent dugout and Megan, the captain, I think I would be happy to see Brandon just bat through here.
I think that
again, perfect. Tapping that ball for one down the ground. Really good
smart
working
cricket
the strike there. And bringing back Kirby on strike, who really took a shining to Bailey last over, so it's good thinking.
Yeah, the battle sort of commences here, doesn't it?
Fuller delivery, this time hit out towards Cal there for one. I think it'll be interesting to see what Kirby does here now that you've got long on and off out. That shot that she was playing before, straight down the ground, it's got a lot more risk attached.
Yeah, I think her options on the leg side have slightly been closed down.
Again, flight to Brandon, and no run there. Didn't quite time that one. Fielded off her own bowling there, Bailey.
Question is, does Kirby fancy herself to clear the rope entirely?
Does she fancy herself to hit it in to the flats? Oh, well timed there. Slap down the ground for one to Gordon. Another single there for Brandon. Good, just ticking over. But yeah, I think is there some people out on the balconies watching Kent?
I think there's a communal barbecue going on. It's not quite nice, to be honest.
Again, if they wouldn't mind, sending some of that our way.
Crowd catching the apartments would be ideal, wouldn't it?
Shot there from Kirby. Brilliant timing. And I asked what she was going to do. She didn't change her approach. She smashed it straight over the bowler's head. Couple bounces into the sight screen. Never fall down the ground. Nothing the fielders can do. Again, Kirby is timing the ball so well.
I think it's that level of just coming out and being confident. She came out with that confidence and very much sort of asserted herself into the game, and that's what you want as a batter, isn't it? I think if we could all bat with that confidence, we'd all be getting buckets of runs.
Absolutely. Is it clearing? It is. That's Kent's first six of the day. It took Kirby a full toss there, and she's absolutely demolished that almost into the barbecue in the flats over there.
So
that was a huge hit.
It was. The question is, Kirby did fancy herself to hit the ball.
She did. I think she heard you.
I mean,
That's a brilliant over that for Kent.
Yeah, it's massive.
We're now up to 88. 5 overs remaining. Kirby 27 off 20. Really, now you're starting to think 5 overs remaining. That 120 is these two, especially Kirby, is in and around at that last over. 140's on the cards here.
I think it's big, isn't it? I think, again, you've put yourself in a great position for the last 5 overs. Wickets in the shed as well. I mean, you've got Grant to come into bat, Bilal to come to bat, to name a couple, and obviously Ballot as well to come out. So, we're not short of batters here at the end if needed.
Mm-hmm.
And that has just been, I think, an inside edge that's gone out to point that has let Kent sneak through for a single.
Apart from that one time where, the heart rate was through the roof, they've judged these quick singles really well.
Yeah, I think they've definitely put the pressure onto Surrey, haven't they? They've hit the ball, called early and just committed.
I think when you aren't going for those boundaries during that middle period, that's what you've got to do, to put the pressure back on.
Yeah, I think that's what Brandon's done well here. She's definitely taken them singles. That is a dot ball to Kirby. Again, inside edge again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The batters, I don't think they've enjoyed... I don't know if it's the bowling or just the wicket facing it from that pavilion end. The ball's been doing odd stuff.
A bit of demons, I agree.
Is that the end or the fact it's the seam?
Again, I think... Sorry, was that a little nick or was that again just the keeper's glove?
No, it's been given wide.
Wide.
We'll take it.
No, yeah.
But yeah, I do wonder if it's the end or if it is that seam bowling is having more of an effect on this wicket.
Yeah, I think that's well hit by Kirby, unfortunately. Misfield, but they say no. Yeah, I think you're right, Cameron. I think it has done more from that end. I'm sure the bowler will go and Surrey will go to the bowlers, but we'll soon see when can come out if we can also produce that bit of flair
Yeah.
Berry's in again here to Kirby. A bit shorter, and it's been hit through the covers. For one, she's picked out the sweeper.
Again, lovely timing out there from Kirby.
Timed the ball really well this evening.
Be interesting to see if she's got that shot open to her, straight down the ground, fields up, mid on and off or up. Will she do it against the seam?
You almost want it to happen, don't you?
Mm.
Again, that is well. Oh, I think the umpire has just taken a blow there. I hope he's okay.
Taking a moment.
Oh, honestly.
I assume Bailey's saying well fielded.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Save 3. But let's hope he's okay.
Yeah. It was struck well again by Brandon, but unfortunately straight at the umpire. He seems okay.
Yeah, he seems okay. He's laughing. I don't think Brandon's laughing.
I think she's thinking that's 4 runs.
Yeah, that's cost me 3 runs there. But yeah.
Do you know what? I played a game this year, and the umpire got hit in the forearm, and the crunch that was heard was luckily he was okay. But I think he definitely had a bruise the next day.
He's going to be considering. I think it's Bruce Oxenford who wears like the shield on his arm. Is this a physio's running out? Oh yeah, that's just.
I think it's a concerned Kent coach that's probably saying you've missed me 3 runs.
Yes, excuse me.
Probably a chance for Surrey to regroup a little bit, to be fair, and to sort of work out their attack in the last 5 overs, but just do all right.
This probably comes at a good time for the Surrey team.
Yeah.
The momentum that was building for the Kent batters, probably not come at an ideal time. I guess they can regroup themselves, but they, getting into good momentum there.
I think I've just seen there, Cameron, the physio team looked to run on, have been turned away. So I take it the umpire is all in as good health as they possibly can be after wearing a cricket ball.
And that was struck hard from Brandon.
It was, wasn't it?
And that, I think, is like the first time she's properly let loose as well.
Yeah, I think definitely Brandon has that in her locker to hit that long ball, but what she's done well is find them singles, identified that Kirby is striking it well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's funny because she's on 18 or 32 balls, but I'd actually say the 32 balls have been crucial.
Especially losing that wickets in the power play as well.
Yeah.
We started again. Berry is coming into bowl to Kirby. And a dot ball, so it's a leave there.
Didn't fancy giving that one a wide.
I don't think he could extend his arm, could he?
No. He didn't want to risk being another ball at that end.
Just be no balls the rest of the day if they're going to lift one arm.
That's it. We've said to get to the 16th. They've done that. 92 on the board. 4 overs remaining. I'm going to ask you now, the Oracle. What are Kent going to finish on?
As a fan, if Kirby's in at 20 overs, I'd love to see us finish on 135 plus. And that's doable, I think, if Kirby's still there. And
I think, looking at how the wickets played, it'd be quite a competitive total with our bowling attack as well.
Yeah, that's not exactly. I think Kent's got a very good bowling attack.
And it's a change of bowling back here in Loughborough, and they brought off the leg spin. Is that Gordon? Has she brought herself back on there?
I think Gordon's come back on here.
There we are. Yeah, Gordon's back on to finish her spell. Single for Brandon into the offside. Field all spreads now for Kirby, as you'd expect.
I think spin's the right way here, though. I think that's definitely had a lot of purchase for Surrey tonight. So, yeah, I think Gordon bringing on herself isn't a bad idea.
But turning it in now to Kirby, I do expect to see her unleash. Interesting, Gordon's decided to go round the wicket there. Speared it in, again tapped off the pads for 1 for Kirby.
Yeah, I think she's just looking to cut off an angle here. I think Kirby's not afraid to throw her arms about.
Well, going around the wicket kind of, like you say, cuts the option of going straight.
Exactly.
But the flats are in danger again.
That poor barbecue could be disturbed again.
Coming in to Brandon here. Drop down, rocked onto the back foot. Slap it straight back to Gordon, who fields it.
You're right, the field is definitely spread here. A lot of boundary riders.
Nice lot of drift. Slap straight to extra cover there. Who wangs it back in. Gordon again wringing her hands. But no run.
Sure, there'll be words in that change room about the throws.
Yeah.
Poor Amy's hands.
Speared in. Quick single. Kirby a little bit slow to react there, but got in.
Brandon was quick off the mark, wasn't she?
Tap and go. But again, didn't really get up. She rocked back onto the back foot, but it's not quite coming on. But here's Gordon to finish off her spell to Kirby.
Ooh.
Pulled down. Kirby's whacked that again along the ground. Out to Cal, and they sprint through for 2. Good running there from the Kent ladies.
Very good running and a very good bit of work down the deep.
But good over Gordon. Just was it 5 off it? But brings up the 50 partnership for these two. Superb.
The fans seem to be a big fan of that, which is good.
Kirby contributing 31 there. She's really driven that, but
she has.
Again, Brandon doing that really important job of staying there.
I don't think this Brandon innings will be taken for granted at all by the Kent players and coaching staff. I think it's been really important, and like I said, 3 overs left here, 75. I want to say my 135 is on the cards. I'm going to be confident.
You never know.
I mean, an update on the sun for the viewers who care about this is it's now decided to start to set, hasn't it?
Yeah, which, if anything, is at a worse angle for us.
It's now setting right in our eye line. So, do feel sorry for us today, having to
trying to see who's. Is this change of bowler?
Again, I'd love to. I think it's Lewis that's back.
Okay, for her last.
Lewis has come back for her last to Brandon, and that has been hit through the offside, and they're going to scan for back for 2. I think cover just tried to get a hand to it. Again,
just looped over cover there, didn't it? Superb placement.
Very, very much so. I think it's just gone over Gordon. I think it's got a hand again.
Yeah, I think heart in your mouth stuff for Brandon there, but
it is. But she's got 2 more to her total, and more importantly, 2 more to Kent's total. Here we go. Lewis is in to Brandon. That's hit very firmly to mid-off for 1, and that brings up the Kent 100.
You know, I didn't want to say it, but points in that innings, 100 look far way off. So
exactly,
done really well. Good recovery,
very
especially
good
from these 2.
Super job by Brandon and Kirby. This is good. 100 up. How many can we rebuild on this? Kirby is now on strike. I would imagine.
Field is now out straight. So does she go for it?
Here we go. Lewis is in to Kirby. And that's played through the offside. Very well fielded. Good hand, that crucial hand. Just to add 1 more to the total there for Kent. Again, we said it before, Surrey have fielded well tonight, in the ring especially.
I'd say the only thing from a Surrey point of view has perhaps been the extras.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's been a really top performance for them in the field.
Brandon just tickles that.
Is that 2? They should be pushing
should be 2. Yeah, very good. Down to fine leg there for 2. Again, she's worked that well.
Really nice. Are we going to see them unleash, do you think?
I reckon next over, Kirby's going to try and send the ball over the woolly.
That would be a great sight.
Oh, imagine it. Lewis is in again to Brandon. Slightly shorter, and Brandon's hit that onto the leg side and should be collected by the boundary fielder for 2. Again, ticking it over.
Yeah, again, probably not perfect timing, but hit into a gap. Easy 2.
That does take Kent to 105.45 off of 17.5. Lots of 5s.
You'd like to think that 120 is well within reach here.
Absolutely. I'm still going to stick to my guns and go 135. has played lovely straight and 4. Just for 1 there.
Again, a great bit of timing. Smash down there. But yeah, bring us the last 2 overs here, Kent's innings. For your shout of over 135, they do need 30 for the last 2.
They do.
Not impossible, but maybe improbable.
I think, what we've seen already, Kirby's got a few shots in their locker, and I said, we don't want to lose any more wickets, but knowing who's in the shed, I reckon Megan Bow is eyeing up a few boundaries as well.
Well, to finish her spell now, Cooper's coming back on the road end. Obviously, she did really well during that power play, 3 for 14, hoping to probably pick up another couple, get to her fifer.
It's the good move to bring her back, isn't it, if you're a Surrey supporter?
That one slapped by Brandon, but straight to mid-wicket, no run. Cooper's probably happy to be bowling to the left-hander at this point and not Kirby. Again, good timing there from Brandon down the ground. Are they thinking of 2? No, decided against just the 1 out to long off. But I guess get Kirby on strike.
I think that's the plan, isn't it? I think Kirby's now going to try and take on Cooper. I think we could be in danger here at long on.
Well, you've bigged up your buckets earlier.
Oh, if it comes over.
I hope you'll be you'll be taking it.
Oh, if it comes this way, I'm fully getting out of the way.
She has gone for it.
No.
Timing not perfect. Hasn't reached Gordon there. Bouncing one straight into her hands there. Just the 1. But as we said, Kirby's looking to go, especially from this end to the spin. Just didn't quite get the timing there. But singles aren't really what we want at this point.
I think we need to be looking at some more boundaries here, don't we? Last couple of overs.
Again, is that going all the way from... Oh, superb shot. Almost like a hockey slap. Straight down the ground there from Brandon. Great timing. Raced away for form.
It was very good. Very good. What we needed.
Yeah, that was needed, to be fair. And needed, I think, for Brandon, who, as we've been saying throughout, has done a brilliant job, but now does need to, kick up the gears. So, give her a bit of confidence there. Great timing. This time
well.
didn't hit the umpire. Bit quicker that time from Gordon. Slapped into the covers, quick single. In comfortably. Decent bit of fielding there.
They've run well again, haven't they? I think it's that kind of hit it and just go.
Yeah, last ball coming up here for Cooper. Kent 113. Kirby, here we go.
What's she got her eyes on? That's the question.
Again, time well, but hits firmly down to long on for 1, but then back on strike. Great spell there from Cooper. 4 overs, 3 for 22. Can't be unhappy with that.
Sure, she'll be very happy with her day out with the ball. I think from a Kent perspective here, 114 for 5, 6 balls left. I think they're definitely going to be eyeing up over 120 here, over a runner ball. And with Kirby still at the crease, as well as Brandon, it's doable, isn't it?
How are you feeling about your 135 shout?
I want to say I'm confident.
Okay.
I'm going to go
I
with
admire
confidence.
the optimism. It'll be a very fun over if Kent does notch above 130. But Kirby on strike?
Oh yeah. I think if Kent get over 130 here, I think I'm claiming that. So it looks like it's going to be Chatterjee to bowl the last over 4, sorry. Again, just getting that feel right at the moment.
And hopefully Kirby's going to take us into the break.
Yeah.
Some fireworks here. But during the innings break, we're well informed that there's a lovely barbecue going on down at the cafe for people to go and get fed. I'm hoping
That there is a wide ball to start the last over for Surrey.
I'm hoping some of that food comes our way, to be honest.
The queue currently is piling back, and I've seen some of the goods that have been walking around, and it looks very nice. So, if anyone is listening,
if anyone's listening, please bring us some.
Again, it's just another wide for Chatterjee.
Not easy to come on to bowl the last over.
It's not, I think, as well. With Kirby on strike, it's definitely going to put a bit of... It's going to make it a good competition between them both. At the moment, I think the nerves are just there. It's been hit well.
She's swinging hard.
Yeah.
Just not quite got the time in there.
It's another single for Ken, though. What's your go-to barbecue? What would you have?
Okay, great question. I'm a big fan of like lamb burgers.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with a hot dog.
Rate it.
To be honest with you, any burger, I'm pretty happy.
Nice.
What about you?
I'm a big fan of chicken on the barbecue. Is it controversial?
I don't know if it's controversial, but I just worry. People that I've had cook for me barbecues, I'd be worried about that chicken.
Fair enough. Or like a bit of like a homemade coleslaw. That's quite nice as well.
I'll be honest with you, I'm not a fan of the coleslaw.
It's where we're going to fall out.
Oh no, we've done so well. We've nearly got through 20 overs.
Made me hungry now. Chatterjee in. That's been hit firmly to mid-off, sneaking through for a single. Good running.
I think it's the right idea from Brandon to go straight. The fielder up for her. Yeah, mid-on, mid-off her up. She gets it past them, it's 4. But yeah, four balls remaining.
Exactly, and there's 2 extra balls, wasn't there, as well, so... Here we go, just taking her guard again. I tell you what though, I am gutted there's no ice cream van. That'd have been the perfect way to end, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
Here we go. All eyes are on Kirby here. Chatterjee comes into bowl. And that is struck firmly, but straight back to the bowler.
Well fielded.
Yeah. It was very well fielded.
Again, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I do think your 135 is in doubt.
Gutted.
Although 3 balls left, mathematically.
Do you know what? Confidence. That struck very firmly down for 1 to long on.
And with that goes your 135.
And with that goes my dream of a score prediction.
But one more for 120.
Yeah.
I really would like to see a boundary on these last 2 balls. Try and edge us up to 125.
I like it. There's one guy that works here and he's a legend at predicting scores. So maybe I should learn more from him. Chatterjee comes in to Brandon. And it is hit hard to mid-on just for a 1.
Brings up the 120.
It does.
Applause goes around the ground.
I think, like I said earlier, from this position, Kent would take 120 in the power play.
Yeah, at that point, things were looking ropey. So 120. This partnership's been brilliant.
It has, and there's something to bowl at.
Absolutely.
So Chatterjee comes in here to finish off Surrey's bowling innings. Slightly shorter, and it's been hit away too long off by Kirby, and they're going to come back for 2, and unlucky run out, but not a bad way to.
Great arm, to be fair, to throw to the furthest side, to the keeper's end. Very good bit of cricket there from Surrey, and that brings Kent's innings to a close, with Kirby being run out on a really well-made 36.
Yeah.
Well, no, 37 run there, and we end up on 1-2-1. So Surrey need 1-2-2. What are your initial thoughts on that total?
I think Kent are going to be happy compared to where they were at the power play. I think if you probably asked them, a couple more would be nice, but it's something to bowl at, and I'm sure they're going to be eager to get out and get underway.
4 down in the power play, I believe, and I think, like you say, at that point, anything over 120 they would have taken. Brilliant partnership between these two. I think Brandon played a really sensible innings there.
Yeah.
And if the great fielding of the umpire wasn't there, they would have had another 3.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, this is going to be a good contest, and I reckon Kent are going to be up for this.
Well, as we said before, if you're at the ground, come and have a look at the barbecue near the cafe, and please, send some food round our way. But you'll be joining us, I believe, after the break.
Yes.
After the innings break, where Megan Belt will be leading her troops out there, hoping to defend that total.
Absolutely, and I'm excited. This will be very good.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a very interesting run chase. So I believe there's going to be a replay.
I think so, and I think. Do you reckon when Surrey go in now, do you reckon they're going to be happy for 1-2-1, or do you think that's slightly too many?
It's that classic situation of, again, after the power play. Oh, if you're watching the stream, there is at the barbecue.
Look at it, all the people queuing up as burgers. I see a lot of familiar faces there, but I won't name them to out them for what they're eating.
Menu there. What do you fancy?
Oh, grilled chicken burger. Look at it in all its glory.
I'm going beef burger. Oh, excuse me. Can't read it. Walking in front.
There's a beef burger there.
Yeah. So if anyone's listening, that's our order. But yes, as you said about what Surrey will be feeling, I think when you walk out there, beginning of the 20 overs, you take chasing 1-2-2.
Yeah.
But 4 down in the power play, you're probably hoping to be chasing anything under 100.
Oh, I think I've just seen Megan's parents here. I'm going to out them. Beer in hand. What a way to spend a sunny Thursday evening.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll all be eager to watch us take to the field.
Yeah, hopefully watching a big 4-over spell from her later.
Exactly. Looking to watch the wickets fall.
Well, I guess as it seems, we are. They still want to be listening to us. So I think a big topic around the women's game at the moment is, of course, the tier system that's being introduced to next year.
Yeah.
From your opinion, I know it's a bit difficult, but Kent have been put into tier 2.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, from a personal perspective, and I'm sure, it echoes the thoughts of Kent in the sense of the restructure's happened, and I think it's just such a good opportunity for women and girls to see a future in women's cricket, not just as players, but also coaching staff, physios, S&Cs, in all departments. And, currently the system has gone from tier 1 from tier 2, and I'm sure that will change as it goes along. But I think from a perspective of looking at as Kent, look at the positives that youth coming through, people getting opportunities, and that's only going to grow.
So in tier 2, is it, I think I've read that Yorkshire and is it Glamorgan have got an opportunity after a year. Is it Glamorgan are going to go up into tier 1, or is it Yorkshire after a year and then the other is going up in the second year, I think?
The ECB have obviously outlined their plans, and it'd probably be unfair for me to sit here and comment on them because that's a well thought through process, and all counties are working together. I think, like anything, plans are prone to change, aren't they? There's an outlook on how it's going to look, but realistically, give it a season and again it might change. But I think the feel around from people that I've spoken to, i.e. players, is look at where we are, look at what we can achieve, and look at the positives going forward. And I think that does seem to be the outcome. So, again, it can all change. Put effort and time into your game and developing it, and also as a county.
Yeah, I not to put you in too much of a difficult position, but a lot of the players personally, obviously not to name anyone, but what is their reaction to it? Because I think it's fair to say it is slightly disappointing. Kent have produced some amazing female cricketers over the year to have not been placed in that first tier. What is the kind of feelings you're getting from the women?
You know what, I think, again, you chat to people around, and I think obviously there's an element of disappointment that we didn't get tier 1, but I think the best thing that has been portrayed by players is, yes, slightly disappointing, but this is what we have now, this is how we're going to go forward, this is how we're going to achieve it. And that's the brilliant spin that a lot of them have put on the situation. I think Megan has been a big driving force of that, which has been great. And that's what you want from your captain, isn't it? So, again, element of disappointment, but again, so much promise.
Yeah. Well, so during this innings break, I believe there's an awards ceremony going on.
I think there's something going on.
A word in my ear is that it's Richard Durant is going to be a part of this, and now this is someone who I can talk about, because Richard was my university coach. And
here he is.
There he is. There he is with the golden bat. Oh, dropped another one. He, to be absolute hero up at Kent Uni. When he's not at the Kent ground, he's probably up at Wednesday. He was superb for us up at the university, bringing us all together. I've never had to do so much fielding practice in my life, but he's also got his role here at Canterbury. But maybe you can explain what he does here with the women's side.
I think Richard Durant is Mr. Cricket, and he'll probably have words with us later about talking about him and putting him on camera. But obviously he's done so much for Kent. He's involved with the pathway, involved here with the women as well. And I think everyone you speak to about Richard, he's always held in such high regard, isn't he? He's just such a nice guy, and has a lot of wisdom, let's say, to pass down onto these players and also girls in the pathway. So yeah, I mean,
well, 'cause just speaking from, like I say, up at the university and our female side there, he played a really big role of prioritising that side and how well they've done since he's come on board.
Yeah.
Oh look, big yawn there. He enjoyed the first innings. And can you tell us who that is?
So this is Tilly, and many Kent fans will know of Tilly Courtine-Coleman. Honestly, if I had the season Tilly's just had, I'd be so happy.
Yep.
I mean, if you eagle-eyed 100 viewers will definitely recognise Tilly here. Southern Brave. I believe she was the youngest person to play in the competition.
Really?
Yeah. And she looks thrilled to be receiving this.
Yeah, she looks thrilled there.
And that's a lot of the coaches.
So take us through, for those who may not know about Tilly, batter, bowler,
brilliant left arm spinner. Tilly will probably tell me off for saying this. I first met Tilly years ago when she was doing a multi-sports camp, and King Cricket, a good athlete, good hockey player, and then been involved in the Kent setup for quite a while, and got a call up to the South East Stars this year, which I know everyone was very proud of, and I know she was ecstatic. And then that sort of went on again to just more call-ups. I said the 100, I've mentioned that. I mean, I think her first wicket in the 100 was Meg Lanning.
Wow.
That's a scalp, isn't it?
That's not a bad one, is it?
I take it.
What are your thoughts on the 100?
I think there's a place for it, and from a personal perspective, I think it's done brilliant things to the women's games. I think, the progression there is to have a career. Like I said before, the coaching staff, that opens doors. Especially for the women in the 100, the level that's been given and the exposure. Yeah,
absolutely. Well, I've loved watching it, I have to say.
Yeah.
Last few years, really have. I think, like you say, it's that exposure.
Yeah.
Some of the ladies are becoming household names now for us cricket fans, and I think that's just a brilliant thing. So, if we see you back out there, could we be seeing you?
What, in the 100?
I'm backing you.
I mean, I think you might be the only person on earth that's going to believe this.
You're going to leave me in the commentary box, and you'll be out there.
I guess
first things Kent.
Yeah.
What are the chances?
It's the big career move, isn't it?
Give us an exclusive here.
Exclusive? I don't think there's an exclusive, is there? I think it's playing cricket again's a start.
I hear that you're playing this weekend.
I am playing this weekend in a very friendly league. Yeah.
Are you looking forward to it? Because you have taken quite a bit of time out of the game.
Yeah. I think it'll be fun, won't it? I think getting back out there and just enjoying it again's good. And as long as it's sunny, that's the main thing.
Yes.
I'm a very fair weather cricketer. If it rains, I'm back in that changing room. I'm not coming out until it stops.
I'll tell you, this season has been dreadful. That first half of the season, all us village cricketers can say, like, the amount of games that were called up. Or this weekend, this Saturday.
Yeah.
My team, sitting third in the table.
Oh, very nice.
And we needed those games.
You did, them
so
points.
Those points which we probably wouldn't have attained, to be honest with you. But I think the rain actually saved us. But
I mean, we talk about my very average career. You're a keen cricketer, aren't you? Very keen.
Keen is the operative word. Yes, for my sins, playing for many years. The dream was always to play for Kent. Never quite made it.
Maybe it's your time.
I'm still waiting for the call. In nearly every episode, I tell the players, whatever is short.
Maybe you can get one of those Shadow the Player days.
That's it. Or before Paul Downton retired, I spoke to him, and I tried to put in a good word for myself. Didn't quite go to plan.
I think there's a place for you, Cameron.
If Simon Cook's listening, I'm ready.
If anyone in that Kent office is listening that has a sway in the men's selection, Cameron is keen to be out on that pitch next year.
Honestly, I think what this Kent side is missing some off-spin that doesn't turn. Just goes straight on. First time I ever bowled it, this is a little fun fact for university, that certain James Treadwell was umpiring.
Oh yeah.
And I was bowling against an Essex second 11
Nice.
opening batsman. Ball went straight on, nicked him off, first ball, got him out. Everyone goes mental. I walk back to my mark. To be honest, totally bemused by what just happened, and Treadwell just turned around to me and said, "You didn't mean that at all, did you?" I was like, absolutely no idea. I just hoped it went straight.
I mean, that's what all bowlers hope, I think, get it down there.
I did tell him it wasn't lost on me that my very first ball bowling off spin was in front of him.
I think it looks like we have movement from the Surrey.
Yeah, Surrey batters are coming out.
And also Kent are in their huddle. And I tell you what, Cameron, it has got all of a sudden very cold.
Well, to be honest, all I can think about right now is that still the sun has now found the only point in the whole ground in between, I think, the Frank Woolley.
Yeah.
And it's a Compton stand, just perfectly and in our eye line.
Honestly.
So that's great. But yeah, floodlights coming on. This will be fun for the Kent fielders now to come and play out. The crowd is built up. It's a really nice crowd out here. Lights on.
Yeah.
Regardless of the result, of course we want it to win, but it's a great opportunity for them.
It's just a good showcase, isn't it? The field under the lights, the bat under the lights. Either way, it's an evening well spent, I'd say.
Did you ever play?
Under lights, no. So I can't even claim that, but I can enjoy the experience through a commentator's eyes. It looks like we have Amy Gordon out there, and I want to say that's Feast.
So I think that's another change in the order. Is that right?
I think so.
I think Amy Gordon was, supposed to come in at 4, but here's the Kent team coming out, being led by Megan Bell. You're good friends with Megan.
Yeah.
How will she be feeling, do you think, leading her side out here, first year as captain?
I think she'll be very proud. I think she'll be wanting to get this underway. I think an element of her will be itching for a few early wickets, and she's given the ball to Grant, it looks like, early doors. So.
And it's from that end where, the seam did particularly well.
It did.
During our innings.
I think if Megan's watched, but she's quite a watcher of the game, I think she'll definitely look at that and be like, right, okay, this is the end that our seamers need to go from. And obviously she has definitely looked, so yeah, she'll be desperate for a few early wickets, won't she?
Here we go.
So
chasing 1-2-2.
Oh, here we go. Grant is bowling, coming in. Oh, that's a good start. Nice and full. Just played back to mid on there.
Yeah, solid start that. Attacking the stumps, perfect.
All the players are going to be up for this. Here we go. As Grant comes running in. Oh, that's just outside off stump. Run down to third man. Well fielded. Reduced to 1 there.
Yeah, really good fielding that to keep it down to 1. Had to run around it. But nice shot.
Yeah.
Using the pace.
Again off the mark, that lovely feeling you have as a batter.
Ken obviously going to be looking for some quick early wickets as what happened in their innings. I think that's pretty key.
I think the power play's big here. As Gordon gets ready to face that first ball. That's just again been edged down to third man just for the one.
Yeah, keeping third man busy, sorry.
Yeah. I mean, from a Kent perspective for the first 2 balls, maybe you've gone for a couple of runs, but again, they've been down to third man, so again, it's some positive stuff. Again, third one that's just been trickled down to third man here. Again, well in.
Being kept very busy indeed. Perhaps a change in the field, plug that gap perhaps if this continues.
Exactly. I think Grant will be thinking about that now, won't she? What she's going to do. A few that have gone down here. Oh! And that's a very good response. Again, kept a bit low.
Yeah. Again, that end, isn't it?
It is. I'm sure it's going to put a bit of doubt into the batter's minds here.
Old adage, get on those stumps. They miss you hit. And good take there behind the stumps.
It was. Very good take. As Grant comes back in. Oh, and that's just been hit over the bowler's head. And it's going to trickle away for 4.
Lovely looking shot that, straight down the ground. Perhaps a chance?
It's hard. I mean, from what I know of Gordon, she's going to be positive. There's no tentative play here. It's going to be, we're going to go all out.
But it was a lovely shot there. So do we think it will be spin again from this active road end?
It looks like it's going to be Megan. It is Megan. So it's not
Bring
a bad
yourself on, yeah. Well, it was spin the entire way through the Surrey innings from this end. So Kent following suit. Captain Belt bringing herself on.
Yeah.
She needs to keep it tight, but she also needs to take wickets here.
I think Belt's going to thrive in this situation. She likes bowling in the power play, and she likes being that, especially in a chase. She likes the pressure of bowling, It
looks like she'll be starting around the wicket.
Absolutely.
She's got long on and cow out, so not a lot of room for error on that offside. Again, just dab down to that third man area for a single for Feast.
I think that's going to be sort of the go-to shot, isn't it? Drop your hand a little bit.
Yeah.
Run it down.
Use what pace is on the ball.
Yeah.
It's very good, to be fair. Just rotate your strike. They're looking pretty simple so far.
You never know what Belt's got in her locker.
Skipper on skipper. A lot of drift there. Lovely looking shot there for Gordon. Straight to the field. So, again, another shot for none there.
That's
nice bit of drift.
It's got a sting, isn't it? In the cold.
Yeah. Sun going down, thankfully. Again, wasn't really that short, but Gordon's rocked onto that pretty quickly. Hit out to Cal. Just the one there. But yeah, I know everyone watching will be thrilled at this news, but the sun has gone down and we can now see.
We're finally free, aren't we?
Right. Lovely bit of drift there from Bell. No run defended there, just tapped back by Feast. Yeah, we need a wicket here, I think.
We do.
Well controlled sweep there from Feast. Lovely shot there, has to be said for 4. She got right out to the pitch of the ball, behind the square, all on the ground. Lovely shot.
The sweep has been such a favourable shot tonight, hasn't it?
It has been.
It's been the go-to.
It's only been that one dismissal where it didn't go to plan, but the rest of it, again from this end to the spin, I'm not really sure how effective the spin has, as in the amount of turn from this end. Cooper got those wickets, but primarily they were going straight on. Again, dab, a bit of a misfield there. Is it going to run away? Unfortunately it does, and trickles away for 4 there. That's unfortunate. Another boundary for Feast. Good over this for Surrey, 10 off.
I think the first 6 are going to be telling, and I think it's just Kent adjusting yourself and maybe just tying it up in the ring a little bit. couple of wickets, it changes the game, doesn't it? I know Megan will be thinking.
Yeah, misfields like that when you're only chasing 120 aren't ideal. If you're belt here, especially maybe to the spin, do you attack a bit more? Perhaps bring in a slip. Because I'll be like, I don't know, they're not going to defend 120, I think, without taking wickets.
I think you're going to win the game, you're right, by taking wickets. I mean, I was thinking the same thing. I thought, well, I'd slip in first up, just to see, because it cuts that third man shot off, and it also puts a bit of doubt.
Well, I tell you what, a fielder has been brought in for that little dab position.
We obviously are
very
in tune with Megan Bell tonight.
Although they're doing, again, that classic thing of the field at third. Just wondering what angle to go at so she can see. No, she's going wider.
Just got to try and get that third man slip area just sorted out a little bit.
Keeper directing traffic.
It's a lot of airport hands going on for the keeper here.
There we go, we're sorted.
Here we go. Grant to continue. And that has been hit hard out to the cover region. Picked up in the deep there, and a very strong arm.
Huge arm. From
Zina Bilal. Well, I say, I've had the privilege of working with Zina before. One of the strongest, longest throws I have ever seen.
Looks it. Almost cleared the keeper.
Oh, that is very well bowled by Ground there. Just cramped feast for the room.
Having that fielder there does just put something else in the batter's mind.
Yeah. I think fielder there, keeper up. As a batter, I always used to really dislike that.
Yeah, no. It's an attacking position, but also saving runs.
Exactly. Again, Grant just pitching that up, and that's been played nicely into the covers for no run there. It's good from Kent.
So what seam do we have to attack from that end after Grant?
I think Kent are short of options at all, to be fair. I know there's potential in Kirby, Bilal. And that is just played again into the offside for a quick single, and unfortunately a misfield that allows Surrey to sneak through.
Yeah, just got to cut them out, Kent. Wasn't too many of these misfields in our innings, so...
Surrey were pretty tight, weren't they, in that ring?
Bit of a hallmark of their innings, I'd say, was how tight their fielding was.
But again, I think Kent have got a good spin attack. That is hit hard.
That's crunched
by Gordon there, right through the covers.
Yeah, that is a super shot.
That stayed hit.
Yeah, you're not stopping that one.
No.
She's looking good, Gordon.
Yeah, she's always hit a long ball, as I've said before, and always a crucial part to any innings that she's involved in.
Kent want to get her quickly.
Grant runs in. And again, it's just been picked off of middle stump, out to deep mid-wicket, and that'll just very clearly go over the rope there for 4 more. I just think
another great bit of timing as well.
She's hitting them well. I just think Kent need to think about that approach here.
Yeah, because how she's come out. She's come out here all guns blazing. If you're aware that she's going to do that, you can set a field accordingly.
So I think...
Yeah, so Kent to stay in this, they do need a wicket, but specifically Gordon's, pretty quickly.
Yeah. Change of bowling here,
Change of bowl, and Belt's taking herself off. Okay, interesting. That first over did go for 10, I believe.
If I am correct, this is Naomi Scott.
Yeah.
And another spinner, I believe.
Right.
Again, a bit different to Megan, that you'll see in a second. So I think this is what Belt must be thinking here. Bit of a change in the type of spinner we have.
I think it's a good idea, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, landed her first one well. Off spin again. Just dotted out into the ring there. But good start there.
Absolutely. Scott's to back herself here, I think.
Yeah. Touch shorter again. Worked out into the leg side. Should be just the one. Good fielding out there in the deep. But But yeah, I'm looking out on our screen here to see if there is much turn out there for them. I've not really seen much.
I don't think it's gripping as much as probably the spinners would hope it to grip. But again, I think Cooper did it well. Variation of pace and length.
I wouldn't mind at some point seeing a bit of seam from this end, because we haven't seen it all day.
Yeah.
Because we've seen the variable bounce from the other end. You never know. Again, well worked out there into the deep. Collected by long on just the one. But at the moment it's looking quite comfortable for Surrey.
They have very much eased themselves into this game. I mean, they're 29 for no loss currently. Again, cricket's a funny game, isn't it?
It's a very funny game.
1 over can change the game here.
Absolutely. A couple wickets, you never know, turns it around. Oh.
Ooh.
My eyesight's going. I thought it flicked off the pad, but sadly...
I think she's unlucky
wide.
there. I think the batter moves a little bit. But that is why I am sitting in a commentary box and not wearing the umpire's hat.
Well tossed up again, but again it seems a favoured shot that from Feast, and have a really well timed sweep shot for 4. She's shown that twice now. What's so good though is how well she's controlling it, right on top of it.
I think she's made the right shot selection there, isn't she? I think she's eyed that up early doors. And to be fair to Fee, she's played that a couple of times now, and it's been 4 runs with a purchase. So
yeah, perhaps Scott bowling a touch too straight here.
I think
Quicker ball there. And well worked onto the offside for 1.
I'm excited to see, though, a couple of our seamers come on. I think that'll be good. I think, we've spoken about the spin. I'm always a big fan of spin. But I think as well, let's see what our seamers can do, especially under the lights.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Scott back in. Yeah, well bowled that one. Dotted out to mid-wicket. And that finishes the 4th over. Surrey 35 for none.
I mean, I think the crowd are wanting to see a Kent wicket here. I think that will really ignite the flame again.
Getting a bit quieter out here.
I think so. I think lift the spirits. Kent sneak one through here. Claim it.
Where is that wicket coming from, do you think? Will they stick with Grant, do you think, or change the ball?
It looks like Zena's coming on to bowl. Zina Bilal. And again, quick. And I think we'll definitely ask some questions here of the 2 Surrey batters. This will be a good contest.
Yeah, so some more seam. Keeper back now. Bit of pace.
Bit of pace. She's definitely got some speed behind her here. So this could be good. I don't think we've seen much of this, have we, today? So let's see what Kent can produce. Oh. Bit short. It's been played down to 3rd man. It has gone away for 4.
They've been shown the entire way through this innings. They like the late cut, the late dab, with the extra pace on the ball, and that one's run away.
I think, isn't it? Yeah, it's sort of not playing too much into Surrey's favour here. I mean, they've played the shot very well all in so far, and they've used the pace. So again, can't be too critical of that, because they have batted well. Again, that's slightly pitched up, but gone to backward point and been picked up.
It's that dab shot, isn't it?
It's that.
I tell you, who'd be very proud of that is Mr. Richard Durant.
Big fan, isn't he?
Big fan of indoor cricket. Drills the dab shot into you, so he'll be watching this.
I think he's a big fan because it's limited running. I think that's why he's a big fan. Again, just dropping the hands, playing it down for 1. I mean, I suppose the conversation at some point, isn't it, is does Megan plug it, the gap, or do the bowlers think to themselves, right, let's try and cut off that option?
Well, the bowlers have to try and bowl touch straighter.
Yeah.
Like it seems a bit touch too easy here for the batters to just dab it down, bowling wide or off. So, like you say, it's whether the bowler goes straighter, but then that opens up that leg side, or you try and pack that backward point area.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks like another one has been brought in now. Probably the right call.
Yeah, exactly. I think let's see what Kent can apply here. And that has been struck very firmly to mid-on and has been cut off nicely there for no run.
Yeah, good fielding there, bouncing just
dot.
before the fielder. Wouldn't have enjoyed that one myself.
This is good.
Yeah, come on, Kent. We need
Couple
a
of
moment.
dots. Here we go. Oh, as that's been struck very firmly over mid-on. I think just wrong-footed the fielder there, to be honest. And that is 4 more.
It's a top shot, isn't it? Top shot from Gordon.
Yeah, it's been hit very well, struck firmly.
I must say, she's looking this wicket look pretty docile at the moment.
She is. I mean, I think Ballot will be thinking about her options here now and who she's going to bring on.
Yeah, 7 balls left in the power play. Kent really do need to get 1 or 2 here.
Definitely need a wicket here. As Bilal runs in to Gordon. And again, Gordon tries to hit that over mid-wicket and it's well fielded there by Ballot.
Wasn't as pretty, that shot. Lost the shape there.
No. But
great
again,
bit of fielding.
tighter in the ring there by Kent.
So yeah, that's last over now come of the power play. Who's going to finish off? Will it be Scott again, do we think?
I think
stick with spin?
I think Ballot might change it up just to keep Gordon guessing.
Okay. I think you're right. I think changing up the bowling at this end again.
I think if my memory serves me correctly, this could be Lucy Blinko.
Okay.
But again,
is it left arm spin?
It might be, you know.
Oh. Smashed it. Is Blinko. Great idea. I think this is actually from the skipper, changing it up, different angle, left armour.
I think changing it's good. I think it's going to get Surrey questioning themselves a little bit and just put them under a bit of pressure.
Mm-hmm. Another nice shot there from Gordon. Really powerful shot through extra cover area, slapping that away for 4. Don't even think it was that bad of a delivery, to be fair. She's rocked back well.
Confidence is up, isn't it?
Yeah,
for Gordon.
As you know, batting is so much easier. It's 80% mental, but when you've got that confidence, she's seeing it as beachball at this moment. Well, let's see if Blinko can just, bit of flight.
I think you're right. I think it's a case now of
bit fuller, perhaps.
Yeah, it's creating something here, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, great appeal there from the gentleman in the crowd next to us. I was almost going up with him, but that was a lot better. Get the ball up there above the eye line, a bit fuller. That one again, touch short, and that is a top shot. It's been put away so well.
She's managed to hit that on the back foot, get it over Megan that mid off, and still go for 4.
Superb shot, from Gordon. That's their 50 up in the 6th over. You can't really criticise a shot like that. That's very nice, but maybe again touch short. The ball before was perfect, nice and full. Let's see a reply from Blinko. Good. It's up there. Chance. Oh, what an effort out there. That's a superb one. Got a hand to it. Running round. It's ended up going for 6, but you cannot fault the attempt out of there.
No, I think that was magnificent, wasn't it? And
was that Bilal out there?
That was Bilal. I think if one person was going to take that catch this evening, it would be Zina. And if I know Zina, she'll be a bit upset she didn't take that, and there's no reason to be upset.
It was an absolute worldie. Used her feet again, Gordon, and it's another tremendous shot. One bounce 4 straight down the ground. she has really attacked this over.
Gordon has taken this, isn't she?
Yeah, it's last over the power play. I guess it's what you expect. But I believe is that the fourth boundary in this over?
I think so.
Fourth or fifth boundary. Kent just didn't have this luxury during the power play with losing those wickets. They had to go into their shell a little bit. Again, hit well, fielded nicely though at cover. A dot to finish the power play.
I think as well, Gordon's done that brilliantly.
Yeah, that was a superb power play for Surrey, and Gordon specifically. She's on 33, Feast on 23, Surrey 57. But I tell you what, I'm thrilled to say that we're having a change round in the commentary box. And we've got Flo here, our junior journo.
Hello.
Welcome. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm doing very well. I wouldn't mind a few more wickets for the Kent side at the moment. But tell me, what have you been doing during your day here?
Well, I started off with going out and interviewing Coco Street, and
Cool.
which is very, very cool, very fun. And I also got to go out and see the pitch and put the bells on and do the toss.
How is the pitch looking?
It was very impressive. The grass was so green compared to other pitch I played on, and it looked like a good batting wicket, to be honest.
So, you're a Kent fan.
Yeah.
Who's your favourite player?
Well, probably Coco Street's.
Yeah, you got to interview her.
Pardon?
And you got to interview her.
Yeah, it was very, very cool.
And what did you speak about with her?
I just talked about where were you looking to bat or bowl today, and kind of what kind of thoughts you were going for, and just kind of basic idea of the plan about the match today.
Well, the plan probably didn't quite go perfectly for
No,
Coco.
yeah.
But you never know. Kent can still get back into this. Change of ball. Oh no, is it? Starting off with wide there after the power play. How do you think Kent can get back into this match?
Well, Coco said that they did have quite a powerful bowling attack, so if they just put it to their strengths, then I reckon they can have a chance.
Absolutely. And do you play cricket yourself?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay. Batter, bowler, all-rounder?
A bit of both, yeah.
Bit of both. Perfect. Oh, that's a lovely delivery there.
Perfect ball.
Beating the outside edge. And so, is it an ambition of yours to one day play for Kent?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
It just looks so cool and looks like a fun experience.
and so, being an all-rounder, would you say, where's the ball comes in? Again, that dab shot, fielded well, and a quick single there taken. Are you someone who'd rather open the batting or come in during the middle order?
Well, I'm kind of the batter that kind of not opens, but starts off a bit slowly compared to Newmore. So probably maybe 2 or 3, but definitely not one of those who can hit big.
A lady after my own heart. That's the same as me. Opening batter. But my nickname, I don't know if you know this, is Jeffrey Boycott, which is not very flattering. Lovely shot there again, out into the outfield, picked a gap. Another 4 for Surrey there. They are looking good, these Surrey batters, aren't they?
They're looking very strong. They're not having many weaknesses right now.
But cricket's such a funny game. A couple of wickets and Kent are right back in this. What did you think about... It was a tough start for Kent, wasn't it?
Yeah.
4 wickets down in the power play. But a really good partnership.
Yeah, it was. They definitely built it up in innings after the
Absolutely.
annoying start.
Play and a miss there.
Yeah.
Did you think halfway 121 was enough, or were you worried about that total?
I think they definitely could have scored more, but for how they started off, it was definitely not a bad score. They should be happy with it.
Completely agree, yeah. What was it, 4 wickets down in the power play to get to 120 was great work.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a tremendous shot. A huge 6 there. Gordon's not really playing like we would. She's really aggressively attacking, taking to this Kent bowling. It's, so normally there'd be a little scorecard on our screen so we could see exactly what's going on. I'm going to have to look over our shoulder here. Gordon's on to 49. She's almost at 50 already.
Like 50. Like the worst place to be, almost.
Yeah, the pressure.
99.
And there we go. She brings up her 50 with a glorious drive through the offside. Brilliant 50 coming. Well, I can't tell you how many balls it's come off because the screen's gone. But that, you have to say, that's a wonderful innings, isn't it?
Yeah, it's looking very good for them so far.
Yeah, it's come up in a very quick time. If you're going to suffer to a really good in it, at least this one, it's been very, very impressive from Gordon so far.
Yeah.
Now I can say, only 23 balls. That is
very
really
impressive.
Very, very impressive.
Quick scoring.
I don't think the bowling's been poor. It's been really strong shots.
Yeah.
From Gordon.
Yeah, just picking out the right ball and just playing it to place where there have no gaps.
Well, is this? Yeah. It's Skipper. Skipper's coming, bringing herself back on. Have you seen much of the Kent women's team?
I think this is the first time I've actually come to a stadium and watched them. Yeah, but I've kind of watched on replay and kind of watched highlights from their previous matches.
How are you finding watching it live at the ground?
It's really cool. It's really cool seeing everything, and it's like so inspiring seeing like young people playing at this level.
Absolutely. Really good start this from Belt. 2 darts, building some pressure up here. Yeah. Hopefully you'll be out there one day.
Yeah, hopefully.
So are you a spin bowler or a seam bowler?
Spin bowler.
Off spin or leg spin?
Leg spin, yeah.
Wow, now that... Oh, if another player miss. The sweep shot not coming off this time. Belt is definitely building up some pressure here.
Yeah.
But a leg spinner, it's probably the hardest thing to do. So if you're mastering that, it'll be excellent for Kent.
Yeah.
A lot of drift there.
Yeah.
Driven through the covers that time from Feast. Again, a nice looking shot. Is it going to make the boundary?
Or just
No,
stops?
they're thinking about 3. Great arm in, just a 2. So, not just from Kent players, maybe the England women's team. Do you have a favourite player?
Well, I quite like Sarah Glenn. She's quite...
The leggy as well?
She's
she's
very
excellent.
good.
There's the sweep again, but this time played, I think, just for 1 out to Cow. Another billet arm in. Much better over this from Bell.
Yeah, much better over compared to other ones. Kind of kept it a bit more tight.
Absolutely. Again, just hoping that, build up a few darts.
Put pressure on
a wicket.
needed.
Yeah. Because how many? Surrey 82 now. Just need... a full shot played there. And unfortunately, just not going Kent's way. And they sneak through for another single. But yeah, they're 40 needed or so now. If they're going to get over the line here, Kent, they're going to have to take a few poles and quickly, I think.
Yeah. Gonna have to try and think of something quick and stick to it.
Mm-hmm. But what would you say to other people who perhaps haven't seen the women's game, and the next time that the Kent women's side are playing at the Spitfire Ground, do you think they should come down here and watch?
Yeah, I think even if it might not go Kent's way all the time, because when it does, it's really great to watch, and it's great seeing this great level of cricket, and just seeing how amazing people can be at this young of an age, and just seeing this is just incredible.
Well, that's a great answer. So tell me about being a junior journo. Did you have to apply for it, or how did that work?
To be honest, I wasn't really sure what was happening at the moment it happened. But my mum just said, "I've got some news. You've been picked to do this," and it was a bit of a shock. I was like, "Oh, I didn't know you signed up for me to do this," but I didn't know what was going to happen. But I'm so happy it did, because it's just a great experience to do all of this.
Oh, that's great. Were you excited, or were you a bit nervous?
Yeah, I was a bit nervous, not sure what was going to happen. I was
well
bowled.
And that's Gordon. Do you want to take us through what's just happened there with the wicket?
It was just a perfect ball, and they tried to play a decent shot to the ball, but it just went straight through the gate and hit. Was it off stump? Leg stump.
I think that's a leg stump out the ground there from Brandon.
Yeah.
And absolutely the wicket we needed.
Yeah.
With Gordon going on 54. It's brought to the end a superb innings.
Yeah.
And obviously you're a good luck charm coming on, and we've got Gordon out. But yeah, Brandon first ball as well. So after her good innings, she's brought that form with the ball. I think that's so important when the batters are, trying to attack you. You've got to bowl straight. Don't give them that room to swing. And if they miss, you hit.
Yeah.
So
bowl consistent, and that's basically the best you can do as a bowler, especially in like this scenario.
if they hit, a good ball for a boundary, you say fair enough, but you get your rewards when you bowl straight. And this brings in wicketkeeper Blinkhorn-Jones for Surrey, and if it's going to happen for Kent, it's got to happen now. They've got to take a few wickets in a cluster. Do you back the Kent ladies to get over the line here, or?
Well, at the start I definitely backed them because I thought they're a strong team, but it's looking quite good for Surrey now. But I think if
Gordon's out, you never know.
Yeah, if they played their cards right, I reckon they can still win.
Here we are, first ball. Play and miss outside off stump. Yeah, keep building up this pressure.
Bowling tight is what this team needs right now. So
absolutely.
It's very good from Daisy.
Because the required rate is just over 3, so the Surrey ladies don't need to be going for these boundaries. But let's just keep building up these dots. And well bowled, back of a length, spearing that in. Just hitting her in the pad, Blink-Jones.
Very good pressure from Daisy.
So if you were bowling to the batters at the moment, what would be your plan?
Probably just trying to make sure I stay consistent and not bowl any full tosses or anything out wide, because that can be punished for ones that the team don't need.
Absolutely. I wish you could actually come and coach some of my bowlers at a weekend for my village team. Yeah.
Wait, so what team do you play for?
Oh, I play for the mighty Hive Green. Yeah, good little plug for them there. Yeah. Well, not so mighty this year, but yeah, never dot. I believe 4 dots in this over in the wicket. Definitely been the best over so far.
Yeah, an over they needed.
I think that's an outside edge.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Ran away for 4. No one not patrolling that third man boundary. That is unlucky because that's the top over.
Yeah.
And the batter didn't mean that, but as a batter, you take the boundary off the mark, however they come. All right, can she finish off the over? Yeah, they run through for a quick single.
Yeah, sneaky single there.
That's a great over.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the tightest so far.
Absolutely, from Brandon, so she's going to have to continue that spell, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say thank you so much, Flo, for coming and joining me. The commentary, as I say, you were a good luck charm, got us a wicket.
Yeah.
But I really hope you've enjoyed your day here at Kent.
I have, it's been fantastic, thank you so much.
Super, and hopefully we'll be seeing you out there playing one day.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Well, thank you very much. Well, Molly, you're back. You've got a tough task to come back after that stint from Flo. She's got a wicket there.
Yeah. I was about to say, I think I probably shouldn't have come back on. She did a great job.
Well, Belt continuing. Oh, it's a Nava sweep shot. Will the fielder get round? No. Nava 4.
It's a great sweep shot to deep square leg there. I think I've timed it well. They've timed it very well.
There was a period where Belt's over previous and then that Brandon over where we were building a bit of pressure. You could see that the shots weren't quite coming off as cleanly. However, that frustrating edge near the end of the previous overs just kind of taken the pressure off a little bit. Nice bit of drift. Oh, and bowled there for Belt. Middle stump out the ground, superb. That's Blinkhorn-Jones gone, and have one in quick succession.
That was a brilliant delivery by Belt there, taking the middle stump out of the ground. Again, I think this is what Kent need. I think they need a bit of pressure, a bit of pressure, and just taking them early inroads in someone's innings is really important. So yeah, very well bowled, and this could be what ignites Kent's innings here.
So who's next in? Oh. Looks like Joe Howell's coming in. You never know, just keep taking wickets. Stranger things have happened.
Again, I think from a Kent perspective, they're going to be wanting to really capitalise on these really 2 good last overs we've had. But I think, again, from a Surrey, it's just resetting, isn't it? And finding them gaps and building them partnerships, because Amy Gordon did a lot of the work early doors. So
yeah, she really did open up this game in quite a dramatic way.
But what Kent have now is a new batter in here with Feast and just applying that pressure.
Well, that was a great wicket from Bell. She deserved it for the over before, building that pressure. And actually, after the match, I'm going to be interviewing her for the Kent podcast, and we can talk all about that dismissal. Hopefully a Kent victory. You never know.
I'm sure she'll be keen to talk about that. But yeah, it was a very good... Again, she just pitched it up nice and straight.
Belt back in. Nice bit of drift. Again, top shot. That. Straight down the ground. Was that fielded?
I think she's saved the boundary there.
Saved the boundary, well done out there. Nice, another strong shot straight down the ground. Oh, painful.
That's going to
The batter was looking for a quick single there. Kent fielder ran onto it quickly. Threw it down. Is there a little discussion whether...
Obstruction.
Obstruction? Oh, a little appeal? No. But good work from the fielder there. Lovely bit of drift again from Bell. Oh, everyone's fallen over.
An elegant dive from Megan Bow as always.
But another top over there from the skipper. A wicket and 6 runs coming off it. Surrey 94 for 2. 10 overs in. Again, it's not the overs. The overs isn't the question. It's just about trying to take wickets.
Again, I think you're right. Wickets is definitely the key for Kent here, and I think Jahal coming in now, even though she's coming in at a very comfortable position for Surrey. Again, new bat to the crease, couple of wickets in quick succession. The pressure's definitely on, isn't it? And it looks like it's going to be Brandon again from the pavilion end. Which, again, I'll be surprised she didn't bowl. So,
hopefully she can repeat the previous over. Bowl straight. Attack those stumps.
It's well bowled that, pitched up, but just played into the point region and collected comfortably by a Kent fielder. I mean, a dot ball again, Kent will take that. Just a bit of pressure.
Be good to get Feast out. She is the set batter now.
They're going to want Feast here to anchor this innings all the way through, aren't they? That was extremely well bowled. Really full up on the pads of Feast there. And unlucky not to get that one through, but well kept out.
Yeah, speared in there.
I think a lot of the fans liked it, to be fair. A lot of cries of LBW from all around.
Send it up.
I doubt it's DRS.
No, DRS. Our screen is DRS. We're giving
we
it.
are DRS.
Yeah. Look good from here.
Oh, that is just clipped down the leg side, I think, for a wide. Should be disappointed about that. But again, not short of pace there from Brandon. Here she goes. Oh, that is a brilliant full-length delivery from Brandon, and that has taken the middle stump of Feast. And this is exactly what Kent need right now. An injection of wicket, an injection of confidence. And that makes Surrey lose another wicket and brings their task as a More challenging, would you say?
Well, it's the set batter again. Brandon, but getting ahead of steam now. Surely got to keep her on.
Yeah.
And it's doing exactly what we're saying. Just bowl straight. Attack those stumps. What's that? 3 dismissals in the last 3 overs, all bowled.
All bowled.
I think that's pretty clear what the objective should be.
Dalawal is coming to the crease now. That means 2 new batters, herself and Jahal.
Yep.
And Kent have got to be up for this now.
I tell you what, I've never a couple overs before 100, and suddenly it is getting a bit squeaky. It makes that Gordon innings look even more impressive.
Yeah. It's been a brilliant couple of overs here from Brandon. I'm sure she'll be thrilled. I mean, good afternoon with the bat, and then the ball, she's followed it up again. So no complaints there, and it has now somewhat put Surrey in a bit of a position.
Mm-hmm. Brandon is in a position to, somewhat look around to some of her teammates, say any chance. She's having to bat, having to bomb. But no, a couple more here. Do you keep Belt on at the other end? Do you think Skipper stays on? Finish your first spell?
2 new bats, I think. Definitely give her another one.
Yeah, it's all about wickets now.
That's just drifted down the offside and unfortunately has gone for a wide.
Extra ball.
Good take by Thompson, though. I think it's just important here for Kent to keep building that pressure. Don't let Surrey get away with too much.
Yeah, and obviously it sounds a bit silly to say, but when you're chasing such a short total, these extras are going to, it's not good for Kent.
And that was a very pitched up delivery that has seemed to have beaten batter and keeper there, and they've snuck through for 1.
But better, nice and full. Get that one on the stumps, probably bring another wicket.
Yeah, it's going to get the batter thinking slightly. But again, like I said, 2 new bats. I'm sure Bout will be happy with what she's seeing here. Again, that is drifted down the offside for a wide. She's just slightly losing it when she goes into delivery stride, isn't she? That's all. But by and large, the over's been good.
Yeah, there's not been many runs. Well, no runs off the bat in this over.
I think you can probably see Bout on screen now, just thinking what her plan will be next.
Take another one before the end of this over. That'll be nice.
It's a bit shorter there by Brandon. It's been hit through the covers, but has been stopped by a Kent fielder.
Got away with that one, to be honest. Really did. After the wicket, she's got a touch short and a touch wide. So hopefully Brandon can get it back for this last ball.
I mean,
Kent spearing into the pegs.
Kent are going to be hunting for their 4th here, I think. And that's gone down leg side for 4 wides, unfortunately.
That is
just a bit too far for Thompson, the keeper, to get.
Yeah.
And that does bring the 100 up for Surrey tonight.
Bit of a mixed manoeuvre, this.
I think Brandon will be gutted. She started so well in her spell, obviously dismissing Feast, and then finding her line a bit hard towards the back end of the over.
Force the keeper back as well.
That's a very good delivery. Pitched up on middle stump there and just played back for a dot ball. Better end to the over?
Yeah, that's how you kind of wish the rest of the over had gone, to be honest. Again, what's it now? 20 needed?
Yeah, 9 overs left, so it's going to take a good Kent spell here. I think Bout has hat off, ball will be coming into hand now, so I'm sure she'll be wanting to take a couple here.
It's the right call, Skipper. Keep herself on, she's already taken one. I do kind of feel the game is now, somewhat in a... we've already almost been taken out in the commentary by a rogue ball.
Lost my bottle of water as well.
Your water's gone.
Might have been an injury in the commentary box. Been gutted. What a way to end the night.
I'll tell you what, that was well struck though by the bash.
Get her out
here.
there.
Yeah. Oh, appeal. Not given. There was I think there was a louder appeal from the spectator next to us than on the field, so not much going for that one.
Good from Belt.
Just turned off her legs there. Quite an easy single there. Again, Bell, I think she's just trying to tempt batters into a loose shot. Tossing the ball up. Maybe a quicker one coming, spear it in. Well played down the ground, have a single there. Sorry, just doing what they have to.
Yeah,
just they know Belt's a danger. Just tick along. Certainly no pressure with the run rate, so just doing what they have to do at this point. Well bowled there from Belt.
I think she's just trying to enforce an error here, isn't she? Trying to make the batter play a shot maybe they don't need to play.
Bowled again. Picked up by cover, no run. Dot balls, it's the wickets is what we need now.
It's a tidy over.
But yeah, very tidy. Last ball of her spell coming up. It's the top spell from Bell. 2 overs of that last one, 1 for 22.
Yeah.
She's done her part. Now needs the rest of the team. 8 overs left. Not many needed.
Question is where will Bout go now with bowling from the pavilion end?
Brandon's taken the wickets but has leaked the runs. Do you stick with her?
I think, if I'm seeing this correctly, it might be another spinner from the pavilion end, which I think is the first time we've seen that this evening.
That is something that has kind of surprised me from both sides.
Yeah.
That we have purely, until now, spin from the Acton Road end and seam from the pavilion. There's been no attempt to see whether the other would work.
I'll be intrigued here. Obviously, Scott's coming back on from that pavilion end.
If this rags from this end, that would be annoying.
I think if this turns massively, I suppose Bout and Gordon will be asking some questions. But let's see what we can create from this over. A lot of arms flying around from captains, vice captains here, trying to get the field right. Scott is ready.
Would you fancy a slip in? Got to take poles at this point. Beating the outside edge. Where's the slip?
Very well bowled there by Scott. Just beaten, like I said, the outside edge and taken by Thompson.
I think there's 4 out. 4 fielders out.
Oh, that's extremely well bowled. Nice and full, beaten the batter. This is looking good from Scott from this end.
Who am I really to talk? But I do think at this point maybe bring in another fielder. Runs, we need the wickets.
Again, that's very well bowled by Scott, but unfortunately it's been misfielded down at mid-off and it has now gone for 4. Which will be disappointing because that was a very good 3 balls there from Scott.
Yeah, she was building pressure really nicely. Sadly, there has been a few more misfields in this Kent fielding performance than there was Surrey's.
Yeah, I think that will be disappointing for Kent. Again, that's been nice and full by Scott, and it has been misfielded again in the ring. And they do scamper through. It's been a good over from Scott though. She's tied up the batters, she's bowled tightly. So I don't think she can be too disappointed with herself. Again, nice and full. It's just been chipped down to long on. They will take a single.
But yeah, tidy over that.
It's been a very good over. Again, I think if Kent had a few more runs to play with, an over like this would be perfect.
Mm-hmm. I think it was not wanting, obviously, to write off Kent, but it's...
And a full toss, but it's been brilliantly fielded at the backward point there by Darlington that has restricted the runs. So again, a good over does come to an end there for Scott.
Saved the guaranteed 4 there. That was a superb bit of fielding.
Yeah, Darlington is very good fielder.
Like I say, I don't want to write Kent off just yet, but with 10 needed, it's not looking too positive. What I would say is it's been a tale, it seems, of the 2 power plays. Clearly ours didn't go the way we wanted, and Surrey were really dominant in theirs. Gordon was pretty superb, and that's where I think the game has probably been decided.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think Gordon's innings is the difference here, isn't it, between Kent and Surrey?
Yeah. So Kent have... Oh, an appeal here! Yeah, Blinko back on with her left arm off spin. Drawing full shot. Who knows? Last roll of the dice here. Bowled again. Dot ball.
Yeah, it's just been played nice, isn't it? To mid wicket there, just collected. But again, good tie over, but wickets is what we need.
Again, another good delivery. Full shot.
Again,
Another dot. 3 dots to start this over.
Little inside edge. It's just gone. Just missed the stumps, isn't it?
The rate is, rocketing upwards now. Nice use of the feet there from Joel. Single down.
It's a great shot. But to say, great shot down to long on, wasn't it? Just struck well.
Again, all that's needed now for the Surrey batters. Just got to tick it over. A lot of flight there. Lovely delivery.
Just gone past the outside edge, isn't it? Nestled straight into the keeper's gloves.
Well, certainly a much nicer over for Blinko here. She did get taken to a bit by Gordon in the power plays. This will be good for her confidence too. Had this over, only 1 off it so far. Hopefully she finishes it off strong. A lot of flight again. Hit out into the deep. And it finds the gap for 4. Too full, that one. Hit off full toss away for 4. That's a shame, because that was a tidy over up until that point.
Yeah, I think from a perspective of Kent here, I think obviously a night like this is a brilliant showcase of cricket. And I think also the big takeaway tonight is a lot of the Kent players that are on show, they're youth that have come through our pathway, that are developing their game and having the experience. So sorry, take nothing away from them tonight. They've been brilliant. But I think from a Kent perspective, don't beat yourself up too much. There's a lot of youth in that team. So again, this is all experience for them.
And I certainly think there's quite a lot of positives to take away, especially from the partnerships between I guess the primary one was the Kirby-Brandon partnership. Kirby especially, she looked superb out there to come in under that amount of pressure and to play with the kind of freedom and intent that she did. And then with the ball, I think all the bowling's been pretty tight. It's again that Gordon innings. She came out. She played a really, really brilliant innings.
Absolutely. I think from probably a Kent's perspective, from a coaching staff perspective, they'd be very happy with the likes of the youth that's been on show today. And that's just been tucked away to fine leg, and they're probably going to push a couple here. Yeah, they do. So that drags Surrey's down to only needing.
Is that 3 needed?
3, I believe, yeah.
As we like to say, take one with you. Take one. Take one more.
And that's been pushed. No. Onto mid-on, and it's been a misfield, unfortunately, that has taken it over the boundary for 4 runs that Surrey required. So that brings our game to a conclusion, doesn't it?
Bit of a sorry finish, and I'll be honest, again, that is all maybe a tad bit reminiscent. Too many misfields as well. But like you say, there's positives to take from this very young Kent side.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think the fact that it's a very youthful Kent team this evening, I think I said nothing away from Surrey. They played brilliantly. They fielded really well. And like I said, that we both said, didn't we, that Amy Gordon innings was superb. So again, very well done to Surrey this evening. But I think from a Kent perspective, that youth and that talent coming through, it's promising. Like Brandon, just to name one of them.
And well, on another positive, I would say, is just the Spitfire Ground this evening. A really good crowd in. It's been a great evening. Lights have been on. It's been nice for us once the sun disappeared. We could see. It's been a really nice evening. Not the result we wanted.
Yeah.
But a good showcase and a great experience for this young Kent team.
Totally agree. I think everyone playing here tonight will have had a brilliant evening playing, like I said, at the Spitfire Grounds. The lights. You can't.
And hopefully, some of the people, especially the younger members of the crowd, will want to come again and see their ladies team. And I think we should say that next year.
Yeah.
I've got the date here, Wednesday 21st of May. There'll be international cricket here.
Yeah. England
versus the West Indies. It's been announced. That'll be exciting.
Yeah, I think the ballot's now open. So if you're interested, enter the ballot, because I think it's always a great day out at the Spitfire when the England ladies turn up, and usually there's a good Kent talent on show. So yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah, and nights like this can only be a good thing for the Kent women's game.
Yeah.
It was so nice to speak to Flo, the junior journo.
Yeah.
She has ambitions to represent the county one day, and seeing her hero, maybe her hero didn't quite go that well this evening, but she'll want to come back again, and that for me is the big positive. The biggest negative by far has to be that no one got us anything from the barbecue.
Absolutely, there was no ice cream there.
No ice cream and no burgers, so words will be had with some of the Kent staff.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. I think tonight was a great showcase. I think both teams held themselves in quite good accord, and I think it's only a positive moving forward for the women's game, especially having more nights like this under the lights.
And what is left for the Kent women's side this year? Is there?
I think there's a couple of fixtures left, but I think a lot of the coaching staff now is be turning an eye to the winter and looking again on that new tiered system. Absolutely, and players as well. Now we're coming into the back end, aren't we, into September now.
I guess also with what we touched on earlier with the tier system, there will be a change around in playing staff. Some players unfortunately leaving us, but that creates opportunities for some of the players that have been on show here, and people probably and ladies watching. Opportunities like this is to cement themselves a position for next year.
Yeah. I think that's a really key one, isn't it? Yeah. I think that's what everyone's looking forward to now, to the future of that. So, no, it'd be very exciting, and I'm sure everyone, in a nicer sense, isn't wishing the season away too quickly, but also looking forward to next year.
And as you know, quite a lot of the ladies, who would you say impressed you the most today?
I think Daisy Brandon, I think, from a perspective of looking at the youth, like I said, coming through, that I've touched on quite a lot tonight, I think she has been brilliant. I think with bat, she stood up, built an innings, and I think with ball, I think even though she's going to be a bit maybe gutted that there was a few extras, I think by and large, she's not going to be too annoyed with that at all. Yeah.
Well, we're about to be joined here by the Kent head coach, so you can answer a few questions.
Who's coming off?
As you can see, a few pictures there of the ladies that are just having a debrief on the day. But I am delighted to be joined here by Kent Cricket's head coach. Welcome, firstly.
Thank you.
I suppose first thoughts, on a night like tonight, showcase under the lights, how beneficial do you think that is for women's cricket?
Oh, it's absolutely huge. I mean, the crowd that's coming in to come and watch women's cricket tonight, it's a showcase. It is a showcase for women's cricket in Kent, and it's a testament to all the hard work that our girls are putting in over the season. We've obviously got some very talented cricketers coming through the pathway, and it's just nice for them to have that ability to come out and play on the lights in front of a decent crowd of Canterbury.
Yeah, we touched on that actually. The crowd was quite good tonight, and there was a lot of support, which is great to see.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, the club have done a great effort in supporting it and raising it and marketing it. So it was really nice for everyone to come out and watch a decent game of cricket against a good Surrey team.
Yeah.
And although we were on the wrong end of it tonight, but it's really nice that we've got a really bright future in the fact that we've got some 14 and 15-year-olds playing in a women's game tonight and held their own against some very good Surrey cricketers. So in that regard, it's pleasing to see some of them stand up and be able to play.
No, it was amazing. I think as well, like, obviously the result tonight didn't go Kent's way. I know how much work goes on behind the scenes for nights like tonight, and the work you guys put in. What are the positives from a coaching perspective, looking at your team? What are the highlights tonight for you to take away?
There's plenty of highlights. I mean, obviously the result isn't the main thing we look at. It's a thing of seeing where these girls are at under pressure. And nights like tonight, we've got some 14 and 15-year-olds coming through our pathway, which I've never played in front of 50 people, never mind 500, 600 people under lights. So to see some of them hold that pressure under pressure is incredible to watch. It just shows the strength that our pathway is proving to be really successful, and it is testament to the work that they put in over the last sort of 4 or 5 months in the season.
No, it was very good to see, and obviously you're right, the result isn't the be all and end all. And sort of lastly, I don't want to put you on the spot here because you'll be told off. Obviously next year, we've touched on it, bit of a change to the setup of women's cricket in the county.
Yeah.
Is it exciting moving forward for you as a coach?
Oh, it's massively exciting. I think the way that women's cricket in the country has changed the last sort of 4 months has meant that obviously we're going to be in Tier 2 next year. Although we wanted Tier 1, we didn't quite get it, but Tier 2 is still going to be an incredibly competitive environment for our girls to work in. And there will be some girls that come down from other levels to come play for Kent. So it is massively exciting for women's cricket and Kent women's cricket. It's going to be, for me, hopefully, if I'm working in the environment still and hopefully leading this team forward, it'll be something that I'm really determined to strive forward and make the best out of Kent women's cricket.
No, amazing. It sounds like you've got some really good plans going forward. I don't want to keep you too much longer because it's cold out here for starters. Right. And also I think it looks like the team's going in. So I will let you go, but thank you very much for your time.
No worries, thanks very much.
No worries, thank you very much. Perfect. But yeah, to wrap us up here, Surrey have won, but like I said, not to take anything away from Kent this evening, they have performed very well and it all looks like a bright future moving forward. So stay tuned, stay in the loop. I'll keep on your emails, keep on your news articles, because I imagine so much more is coming out for Kent women's cricket.
Absolutely, it's all positives coming into the next season.
So yeah, I mean you can see here that a lot of the fans are having their autographs done, and it's lovely, isn't it? It's so good to see. And
but also, I imagine for the players themselves, they won't be used to maybe quite, so many fans being around asking for their autographs. So this is great to see. Yeah,
I mean this is brilliant, isn't it? This is what it's all about. You just said that, and the fact that players can come down, meet their fans, family, it's really important. And I think, if I'm eagle-eyed enough, I think I've spotted a Kalia Moore in the crowd, who's a good Kent player of many years, and also a Southern Brave player. And I thought, is that also Alexa Stonehouse in the back of the crowd there? I think it is, who is a Trent Rocket star and a South East star as well. So, yeah.
I tell you what, I'm if this camera pans around and shows me there's some food left in that barbecue,
that's where I'm going.
I know where I'm heading.
No, but
yes, no.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's been great.
Yeah,
seeing this with you today, Molly. Not the result we wanted, and obviously thank you to the team behind the scenes.
MMF Media has just been brilliant tonight. We couldn't do our job without them, so big shout out to everyone who's behind the scenes made this happen, and I suppose more importantly, thank you for everyone who's tuned in, listened to us drone on
we
for
can
a few
only
hours.
apologise.
So thank you.
And and come down and support the ladies in their next game.
Perfect. Hope to see you all very soon.
Super.